All right. I know we talked about this on the last show, but everyone here needs to thank their lucky stars that we don't live in fucking England, dude. You, if I wanted to right now,
We talked about not wanting to live in England last episode.
kind of in a way, by proxy. If I wanted to right now, I could say, you know what, guys, let's go to the Week 18 Chiefs game. I don't even know who that's against because I haven't looked too closely at the schedule. But
Got to be divisional.
so probably the Raiders.
Chargers.
Is it Chargers in this?
But
yeah, our last
if
game
we
was
wanted to
Chargers.
right now,
Damn, that's
we could
weird.
look at it. There'd be 30,000 empty seats that we could choose from, or
Not
more.
30,000.
There'd be a lot. There'd be tickets available for us to purchase,
Yes.
and we could purchase it from StubHub, SeatGeek, all these different places. Can you even buy tickets officially from the Chiefs? Can you do that?
Yeah, you can buy tickets right now.
Okay. Well, we could do all that.
You can buy tickets for the Chiefs Chargers Week 18 game, $66 right now.
Yeah, so you can do that. For sports in England,
Go to SoFi,
as my
that's
brother and I
sweet,
found out,
honestly.
they don't sell them up until a certain point. There's a ticket release date, and there's no third-party sellers. Well, there are, but they're technically not allowed. So if like you get a ticket, the club finds out you haven't purchased it from them, they don't let you in. So you have to go through official club channels, which meaning that official sales, for example, the start of the sale for the game when I'm going to be in England starts on September 26th for a December game. That's just so weird.
I wonder if that
because
helps.
you can just buy right now for Chiefs.
I wonder if that helps keeps tickets cheap, or if it makes them more expensive.
It's probably both because if you don't allow third-party sellers, then no one can. It's harder to scalp. But at the same time, I'm a Tottenham fan, so we have the highest ticket prices in Europe because the club is greedy.
Well, and you also have the best stadium in Europe.
We do have the best stadium here. That's true.
Well, Owen, as always, I appreciate you talking about
But
soccer.
yeah, thank your fucking lucky stars.
But no more soccer.
But you know, hey,
it's time for Dahm. That's
no,
true.
hold on. I got the transition. I got a
Sorry,
better
music's
transition.
already
No,
playing.
I already got.
Sorry,
But I got a
music's
better
already
transition.
Music's already playing. Play your transition.
One place you won't have trouble finding tickets is for fucking Tampa Bay this year.
Hey.
They're gonna be abysmal.
Hey, welcome everybody back in another episode of Dahm. That's true. Of course, I'm your host of the most, truly C Machine Steen. As always, I'm joined by the bomb. Do the noise. Come on, do the noise.
That's what a bomb sounds like.
Come on.
Kaboom!
Owen Dahm. And our special guest for the NFC South, Adam. There you go. Yeah. Woo. Adam, let's go.
Thank you.
Yes. Welcome into the show. You are a Chiefs fan. Let's get that out of the way. You know, so
100%.
typically the people that we have on are fans of the division, but we could not find NFC South fans. You know, Tom Brady left, so there's no more Buccaneers fans anymore.
Thank God.
And then everybody else, I think, is committing crimes. Have you ever been to New Orleans?
I guess my
Atlanta, or
uncle, my
Charlotte?
uncle's a Bucks
Still
fan.
bandwagoners,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah.
Criminals and
My uncle's a
bandwagoners.
Buccaneers fan.
Your uncle is?
Yeah. I guess I
Does he want to
should.
come on the
Like
pod? Give him a
long
call.
term
Give him a
or
call real
Tom
quick.
Brady
Right
Buccaneers?
now.
No, don't actually call your uncle.
I don't think
It is very obviously too late to call your uncle at this point.
I can't believe it. You know what? I just.
Adam, sorry, you don't get to talk. You actually have to hold the phone of Owen's uncle.
You know what, dude? I
Tyler
totally
Mike, yeah.
forgot. He probably would have come on. That's my bad. I totally forgot.
Dude, that would have been sweet to have your uncle on. I'm super happy to have Adam on. Let's be clear. I'm excited to have Adam on.
Let me be clear.
But it would have been clear. It would have been cool to have it's funny to have family members on.
He's a
like
dork,
if
too.
if Sawyer would have came on, if Sawyer would have driven up from Texas to be on this episode, see, that'd be funny, you know?
That would be funny.
Especially because Sawyer doesn't know anything.
Next
That's
time.
even better.
Next time.
We'll say I'll make an effort to be as impartial as possible as we go through this.
Oh, you can be partial. It doesn't matter.
That's right. Yeah, I mean that's why we have fans from the
But we already
divisions
have
come
the
on.
Chiefs' point of view. That's how it is. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
we're not playing the NFC South this year, so what's the point?
I guess it's true.
It's
Yeah.
actually true. Yeah, nobody in the NFC South is playing anybody in the AFC West.
Yeah.
That's just the way the schedule broke down this year.
So there's no partiality. We're all neutral observers.
Yeah,
But
well,
I might have a narrative or two that I'm going to push.
Uh-oh. Sin City. All right, here we go. Let's get into it without further ado, without waiting too much, and especially because it's already 9 o'clock here. Let's get rolling. Nice. Green screen looking nice and nice today. Make it nice and big.
There you
All right.
go.
As always, we'll pick every single game. Any games that we have picked already have to match up with what we've already picked. So we've already picked the NFC North, the AFC East, the NFC West, the AFC North. Did I say AFC? AFC and NFC North, and the NFC East. The only two divisions after today we'll have to pick is the AFC South and the AFC West. And we'll be done.
Who are we having for the AFC South?
We're having Evan read his friends' picks.
Why not just get Tyler again?
Because they're in band and stuff, and
Oh.
I just figured we'd mix it up. I don't know.
Okay.
I was trying to be different, you know? I don't know.
All right. It's fine.
He didn't respond when we asked about AFC South and NFC South people. He didn't
That's
respond
true.
on Twitter.
That's true. He didn't. Boy.
And then we're going to release the episode, and, he's going to comment on and be like, why didn't I get to come on? And he'll be like,
Well,
God damn it.
did you put it in the other Twitter group? Because there's one that Tyler actually uses, and there's one he always forgets that he's in.
I honestly just sent tweets into the ether.
Oh.
So,
Oh, you tweeted at him?
no, I just tweeted.
Oh. Well, he doesn't
I
have.
assume he's got notifications.
he doesn't have the
turned on.
noti-
I assume everybody has notifications.
he's not Noti
turned
Gang
on
for you?
me.
I'm Noti Gang for you. I know you're Noti Gang for me.
I am Noti
because
Gang
you
for you.
like my replies to shit that you have no idea what I'm talking about,
I
but
do
you
do-
just like it anyway.
I do that because it just pops up. And I'm like, well, might as well. Sometimes, because it's funny because it won't show in the notification. It won't show what you're replying to. So I'm like, what is that about? And then I just click on it, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fair. Sometimes I'm like, oh, he's fanboying.
Dude, I'll say whatever.
It was funny when you're just posting like the
Tottenham
same picture in Tottenham's replies that everybody else is
Oh,
posting. And I was like,
the
he's not
Enoch
gonna
out,
get
the
noticed.
Enoch
Here's a
out,
like.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's important.
But I'm here to support you. I'm here to support you.
We're
in
here
that.
for people, Truman.
Yep.
Every like counts.
Yes. Okay. All right. So the rules: we'll pick every single NFC South game. Any games that we've picked before, we have to pick the same outcome as what we have, so that way our overlaps. We don't get to pick more than. Well, there's 272 games, so we don't get to pick more than 272 wins total for all the NFL. So that's the ground rules. Let's get into it. Let's start here with the Atlanta Falcons because we go alphabetically. The Atlanta Falcons open the season September 10th against the Carolina Panthers at home. Bryce Young's probably NFL debut, right? Has he got the key?
Unless you
He was in
unless
preseason,
you
yes.
count a preseason as an NFL debut.
No, I don't. But has he been? But he's been starting in the preseason.
Yeah, he's gonna be the starter. Yeah.
Okay. I guess the question becomes with the Atlanta Falcons: do you guys believe in Desmond Ridder?
No.
I didn't love what I saw from him last year, but
I think they're going to start hotter than the Panthers are, but I think the Panthers are going to roll and do a lot.
Yes,
better
because
as the
Desmond
season
Ridder
goes
is going to
on.
be more NFL ready than Bryce Young is, but Bryce Young certainly has a higher ceiling. So
that's fair. So this first game of the season, I'm going to pick an Atlanta W for the exact reason you're talking about. I think Bryce Young is going to have
yeah, they're also
a
it's
couple
also
welcome to the NFL moments.
it's
on the
also
first
in
game.
Atlanta.
100%.
It's also in Atlanta.
It is also
that
yeah.
makes a big difference in this division.
I absolutely seen a lot of these division games are probably going to be split.
One of these teams had like a crazy stretch of like 5 home games in a row. I don't remember which one it was, but one of these
It's not us.
teams had like fucking 5 home games in a row.
Interesting. Okay, Owen, Atlanta, Carolina.
I'll go in Atlanta.
Adam,
Also going Atlanta here.
that's fair. All right, week 2, they get to have another home game against Green Bay. Me and Owen, again, have already picked this. I picked this as a win for Green Bay. Owen picked this as a win for Atlanta. And honestly, I think I probably should have gone Atlanta here. But
Hey,
I'm a
dude,
man of my
all the-
word. I stick to it.
You see that one throw that Jordan Love did in practice that looks exactly like that one throw that Aaron Rodgers did that one time? They're
I did.
literally the same quarterback.
I did see that. It's happening again.
Didn't you know the Packers can't have a bad quarterback?
I did know that actually.
Another Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I can't wait for them to be buns. They're one of the only franchises that haven't been buns. All the franchises that have never been buns are finally becoming ass again.
Who else? Green Bay.
Patriots.
No, they're not
Patriots
even
were
gonna be
buns for a
ass.
long time.
They're not even going to be bad this year either, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are. They're a retirement home.
They're going to be.
They
fine.
are a retirement
Oh,
home.
they've gotten young. They've gotten young.
No, who's
Their
young?
defense was
retiring
top
then?
5 last year.
Fucking Ramondre Stevenson. They just
What? Ramondre Stevenson is in his sophomore season.
No.
wait. Hold on.
No,
Who's
this
the other
is-
guy that just
Is
got
it the
This
third?
fourth, yeah.
Is it okay? All right.
who
Yeah.
just got signed? They just signed.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yes,
Okay.
Zeke.
Yeah, they just signed.
Fucking retirement home ass.
He's going to be their new Damian Harris.
Mac
You know,
Jones is
stealing
essentially
touches.
too old.
Yeah, just enough to tank. Stevenson's
Mac Jones is
fantasy
essentially
value.
too old, meaning he stayed in the league for 2 years longer than he should have.
So we're off topic,
Which was
but
1
This
year.
is worth talking about. They have Bill O'Brien as their offensive coordinator now, which is leagues above Matt Patricia.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
Bill O'Brien actually does have good offense, which is crazy to say.
So, I mean, he just came out of, the Alabama what's the
Nick Saban.
Yeah, the Nick Saban. Yeah, basically it's rehab for coaches that went bad in the NFL. They go to Alabama,
rehab program.
And they come back to the NFL.
Yep.
And then they're good again.
Yeah.
So,
except for Nick Saban. Nick Saban can't go to himself.
No, he can't. No, he's cursed.
He tried it twice, right?
No, just the once. Just the once for the Dolphins.
Cursed.
And then he famously said, "I'm not leaving for the Alabama job." And then, 6 weeks later, left for the Alabama job. It's pretty funny. Okay, so me and Owen have already picked this Green Bay game. Adam, you get to be the tiebreaker here.
I think it's going to be the Falcons on this one. And not because I think they're a better team than Green Bay. I just think they're going to have a hot streak to start the season.
That's fair. Starting off 2-0, but then they have to go at Detroit.
Well, I mean, they'll have B. John Robinson starting off real hot with him and Algier back there.
I do like it.
And the Packers' run defense has not been the best.
I can support that. Mm-hmm. Week 3, they're at Detroit. Me and Owen have both already picked this for a Detroit W.
Detroit W.
Detroit W as well.
Yeah, They're just going to out-offense them. That's just how it is. The Detroit defense is going to be better, but it's just,
But that's still going to be an offensive shootout probably most games.
Yeah.
October 1st, they're playing Jacksonville. Is this in Britain?
Yes.
Did you do that? Okay. This is because it's Jacksonville. So
it's a 9 a.m. game, so it.
Yeah. Man, weird game. I think
You know what stadium they're playing at?
What?
You know what stadium they're playing at?
Are they playing at Tottenham?
They are playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Tottenham Hotspurs. Oh, coconut boys.
Yeah, because we have the best fucking stadium in the world.
You do. Besides UBS Arena. USB Arena.
No, it's way better
that's
than that.
Islanders' new stadium.
It's way better.
I want to go see that stadium and the Seattle Kraken Stadium. But again, we're off topic. We can name this show. All right, I'm off topic, but instead of Don, that's
off
true.
topic, but
off topic, but sorry. Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's going to be the better team. I think Jacksonville's going to be solid enough to win the AFC South this year. I think they're going to end up
10-7.
Yeah, I think they're going to end up basically in the same realm as last year. I don't think they're going to take many steps forward, if that makes sense. I'm not a Trevor Lawrence believer, if that makes sense.
I'm not a Trevor Lawrence denier, though, so I'm still going Jacksonville here.
Yeah, I'm good enough to say that Jacksonville takes this.
You're what? I am a Doug Peterson believer.
Okay.
I'm going to go Jacksonville here. Actually, I think Jacksonville's going to win this.
Yeah. Sorry. We all said the same thing. I just put this in wrong. Okay, fair enough. The following week 5, they get back home from
Houston's
UK.
Gonna
They
be
get
so
to host
bad
Houston
again, man.
Yeah.
Did you see CJ Stroud's preseason game?
He looks bad.
He looks like an Ohio State quarterback out there, man. Fucking ass in the NFL.
A lot of the rookies looked bad in that first game.
They did.
It's true.
You know who also looked bad? The Chiefs. Chiefs looked awful.
They did.
They really did.
It's
Not
fine.
Shane Bouchel.
Yeah, he was balling.
My boy Shane Bouchel.
He was balling.
QB1?
Yeah.
When he made that play, everyone was like, quarterback controversy in Kansas City? Yeah, whatever.
For the 2 spot, there should be.
Yeah, CJ Stroud looks bad. So, yeah, give me Atlanta.
Yeah, give me Atlanta here also.
I'm going to agree.
Oh,
Houston's
wow.
cruising
How about
for
11 wins.
Houston's cruising for another Caleb Williams. You are a Texan.
Yes.
And you guys already picked here.
Yes, we already picked here, so they get to face the Washington football team Commanders in week 6. Again, they are at home. I have already picked this as an Atlanta W. Owen has already picked this as a Commanders W.
Commanders W.
Commanders W.
I just don't think any team in the NFC South can deal with any team in the NFC East. And
I don't hate that, actually.
It's mainly because of the Commanders' D-line in this situation. Because it's not like the Falcons have a bad O-line. They actually picked up some good pieces that I like here recently.
Yeah. Their guard was on the top NFL top 100.
But
he's in top 70.
But sacks are a quarterback stat. So
they're also a quarterback stat. They're not purely a quarterback stat, but they are also a quarterback stat.
Sure.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay. So, all right. So you guys both picked Washington. I picked Atlanta. We move on to the following week. They're at Tampa Bay. God, that Tampa Bay's team is going to be bad, right?
Got to be, right?
I think scrappy. They're old and they have zero depth. So
what if this is the team that Baker finally figures it out?
That's fair.
Yeah.
They'll be good while the other teams are trying to get a rhythm.
Exactly.
What if
Yeah.
this is Baker's finally chance? You know,
I
team,
said
team 4.
he could turn into Geno.
Another 1,200-yard season for Mike Evans.
He's gonna
Gotta
get
be.
1,000. You know he's gonna get his 1,000.
He's getting
He will.
1,003
He'll get his.
No,
this year.
I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means something to me, man.
Future Hall of Famer Mike Evans, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Without
9 straight
a doubt.
seasons of set. And also, I always say this: if you look at his game log, I posted a whole TikTok about this. But if you look at Mike Evans' game log, he's only had 2 games in his NFL career that he didn't have a catch.
That's insane.
That is more impressive than
that's
1,000
like that's
yards.
like Larry Fitzgerald kind of weird stats. Like
Yeah,
the
more
Larry
tackles.
Fitzgerald didn't drop a pass for like 3 straight years.
I mean,
Well, I think the weird stat for him is he has more tackles in his career than
Than
he
drops.
has drops.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
insane.
Just nutty.
Julio Jones is like that too, right? Didn't Julio Jones have a fucking tackle highlight reel because of how hard he hit people after they?
Oh, he got angry. He did get mad. Yeah.
Julio Jones, the thing that will always just amaze me was the Julio Jones being tackled inside the 5-yard line year, where he he scored like 1 or 2 touchdowns, but he just got tackled inside the 5-yard line like 11 times.
I had him in fantasy that year. That was such a frustrating year.
Yeah.
He just didn't score. He had 1 touchdown the whole year.
And he had a great season.
Yeah,
He had like
1,400 yards,
yeah.
dude. Like,
The only notable fantasy season I care about is the 2020 to 2021 season. Wait, which shows that? Okay, I'm thinking of the Jamar Chase rookie year. That's 2021, right?
2021, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
20.
2020 to 2021, because
No, it's 2021 to 2022, I thought.
no,
Yes,
sorry,
yes.
21 to 22, his rookie season, because I won the fantasy league off of his 66-point performance.
God. Against
And-
the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like 234 and like 3
Yes, because
touchdowns.
there was 2 plays where
was that
Sorensen
original
needed
game.
to take a better angle because Sorensen was on Chase, and he didn't, and so Chase had like 2 60-yard touchdowns.
It was the beginning of the weirdness against the Bengals, where we
Yes.
just go up huge on them and then we blew it. Those first 2 games.
But yeah, so
The
he
third
scored,
game, they just
so
beat us. The
Aaron
fourth game, they beat
Aaron
them.
was up like 50. It was like I was projected for like 140 on the week. He was projected for like 210 on the week because his team was just incredible that year, and I ended up beating him by 40 because every single one of my players went insane. I still lord that over him all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It blows my mind that the Chiefs should be going for a 3-peat right now.
4-peat, really.
Should have beat that. Well, they just got. I mean,
4
the
out of the last
O-line
5.
wouldn't have got decimated. You know, what are you going to do? It's fine. All right, hey, let's move on.
Anyway, Tampa Bay is losing this game.
Really?
Yes.
They're winning this game.
Atlanta is going to Tampa Bay. I think they're going to split this with Tampa Bay. I'm going to give this to
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
No, wait, yeah, you're right.
Sorry,
You convinced me. You've
Oh,
convinced me.
I've convinced you. Oh, wow.
You have.
And you're going Tampa Bay as well?
Tampa Bay's going to win, yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to split at the very least.
Baker's going to be in mid-season form. He'll win that one where you go, God, is Baker going to be okay? And then he will suck for the next 3, and you're like, God damn it, Baker, you made me believe. At Tennessee the following week, I think Tennessee, again, will not be great, but I think they will be good enough to beat this team.
Is Derrick Henry still on the Titans?
Yes.
That's all that matters. Give this game to Tennessee.
Thank you. And DeAndre Hopkins.
I got to say,
Retirement
this,
home ass Tennessee Titans, dude.
this is really difficult for me because I really like Mike Vrabel as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like he's kind of on that Mike Tomlin scale for me. He's not as good as Mike Tomlin. I'm going to say that straight up.
Sure.
But he's not going to have a losing season.
Right. He's not going to have a basement-dwelling season.
I think he's not going to lose these types of games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to give this to Tennessee. Yeah.
And a really, really strong defense. For some reason, underrated defense. They're like so good.
See, and the thing is, I mean, the Falcons traditionally have a really good run defense too. But again, it's Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's going to get extra yards anyway. So
And the quarterback show-
not important games.
Had the inverse effect for me about Arthur Smith than it had for everybody else about all the other quarterbacks, where they're like, I like Mariota more. I like Kirk Cousins more. I like Patrick Mahomes more. It made me hate Arthur Smith more. I hate him more as a coach. I think he's a bad coach, and he just sounded dumb and kind of acted dumb.
stupid ears.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he has the Mitch McConnell chin, just that kind of soft
I think the
chin,
thing
you
is
know?
is that all of our sports teams historically have had really good like post game pressers from coaches.
Right.
Like Andy Reid,
Andy
Ned Yost. Even freaking the one dude that came over from the Cardinals, whose name I'm blanking on.
Oh, Todd Haley.
Yeah. Well, no, sorry.
No, wait,
I
what?
was talking about the Royals.
Oh.
What's his?
Oh,
fucking
Mike
face?
Matheny.
Yes, even Mike
I've been
Matheny
making
had
bad
like
decisions. Mike Matheny.
good pressers. Jerome Tang, fucking Bill Snyder, all of our guys have just had great pressers. And then there's
Also, Todd Haley's definitely never been a coach at the Cardinals.
I just
Weird
let
that we all
I just kind of
I
let
appreciate
you.
you guys all rolling with that because I just imagined that one GIF of him going like when
Yeah.
he's but he's wearing the Chiefs hat.
Yes.
But I just imagined him in the red, and I was like, oh yeah, Cardinals. And I was like, wait,
No, not quite. But yeah, but Smith just no good, real like good pressers.
I mean, we're talking about bad pressers. I mean, Nick Sirianni, for one, like he started off real bad. Like, no,
I think everyone crucified him way too fucking much for that
he got
first
better.
presser.
He got better.
What was that first presser?
He
What did
just
do?
he was just nervous and
A little over the top.
Oh,
Like,
Well, he wasn't. He didn't Dan Campbell the press conference where Dan Campbell really won the press conference, but he went way over.
he went
he took
crazy.
the press conference. That's
Yeah.
what
To
he
be
did.
fair,
He
he
ate-
said he was
he
going
ate
to
the
change the
kneecap of
culture,
the
and
press
he
conference.
did. So
He did change the culture, and they are exactly the team that he described that he wanted. He is a bite your kneecaps kind of team.
the worst part about Nick Sirianni and Dan Campbell being good is that it ruins the argument for the why doesn't EB have a job yet thing. Because a lot of these coaches are like succeeding, and it was like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah, but for every one of those coaches that doesn't succeed, there's another Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah,
There's another Matt Eberflus.
Eberflus, Mike
McDaniel.
yeah.
Mike McDaniel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, not Mike McDaniel.
You think of Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniel.
Yes, sorry.
Is
Mike
it Yoles?
McDaniel's doing good.
Yoles
Is
with an
that-
S.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mike McDaniel,
Mike
Josh
McDaniel for the
McDaniels.
Dolphins, to clarify,
Yes.
is
Mike
good.
McDaniel's
He's
still
good.
half black. No, they know.
Mike McDaniel is?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
he's like
he
a
is.
quarter.
He's like Hispanic or something.
No, I think he's.
Well, being Hispanic doesn't exclude you from being black.
I guess that's true.
Well, I guess. You know what? Maybe we don't need to tackle
Yeah,
this.
maybe we give it a fair-
Hey, let's move on. Week 9, they come back home to host the Minnesota Vikings. Me and Owen have already picked this game. We both picked it for Minnesota.
Shocking.
I think Minnesota is going to be good. I think they're going to win the NFC North again.
I think this is a
Probably.
wild card game. I think they're going to get shellacked. The Minnesota Vikings.
Oh.
Yeah, no, and that's just because they do that. They just randomly wait.
You haven't seen quarterback, dude? Kirk is
as
him
well?
now.
will have to.
Let me see if that's prime time. I know that's
Oh.
exactly. I just have a feeling that the Vikings are going to lose to the Falcons somehow.
Waiting all day for a Sunday night.
Nope, it's a noon game.
Uh-oh. Noon game.
You're allowed to
Kirk
change
Cousins
You know-
activated. Sleeper agent activated.
That alone, okay, yeah, I'll put it back to
There you go.
Oh,
back
right,
to the
right.
Vikings.
Yep, that's
To
fair.
conform.
The following week, sorry, I bumped the mic there twice. The following week, they are at the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals, probably the worst team in the NFL this upcoming year.
Yeah.
Then they'll have to make a decision on Caleb Williams versus Kyler Murray.
Watch Kyler Murray just throw dots to Greg Dortch all season.
Maybe.
Win the NFC West, shock everybody.
Hollywood Brown.
Is he
Hollywood.
on the? Is he on the?
Yeah, Marquise Brown. Yeah,
He is. He's their wide receiver one.
he's part of that weird trade.
Oh, that's right.
You got Zach Ertz over there still.
Yep, still got Zach Ertz there.
Retirement
You
asshole.
got the other tight end that they drafted really high.
Oh, I think the only thing I remember from that on draft night was like weird conservatives being like, "That guy has 2 moms," and I was like, "Weird, cool, thanks."
Why the fuck?
Yeah, right. It's
Truman,
like
where'd
new
you see-
Arizona tight end.
where did you
blah
see
blah blah
that?
has 2. I think it was a Nick Adams tweet.
Nick
he's
Adams.
funny.
Okay, dude.
Is it a bit? I can't.
Dude, it's
tell.
gotta be
it's
a
a
bit.
bit. It's a
No,
bit,
it's gotta be a bit because he
100%.
talked about. He's like, how can the NFL be a good league when a God-loving, strong faith man like Tim Tebow doesn't have a job? I'm not watching the NFL until he has a starting job. Boycott the NFL.
If
And I was like, okay, it's finally out as a bit. This has
If
got
it's a bit, it's maybe one of the most committed bits I've ever seen. He releases a mock draft every year. We've reviewed it both times on this podcast.
It's
I mean,
so
it
funny.
is chef's kiss. He had, I think last year he had Malik Willis going number 2, and he had number 1 was like a wide receiver from Utah that went undrafted.
Yeah, because he picks them based on like how strong their faith is or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like a BYU kid that he picked first overall.
It was crazy.
It's got to be a bit, man. It's got to be a bit.
Yep.
Like 3 year
Because
Letterman.
Australians notoriously hate Americans, so I would not be shocked if it was a bit.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. So the following week they're at Arizona. Again,
Falcons
probably
win.
worst team. Atlanta.
Falcons win.
Oh,
Yeah.
Falcons win. Oh.
Yeah. You guys put loss there, so.
Well, yeah, we
I,
just,
I think we
use
both
that.
were like Arizona has to beat somebody.
yeah.
Well,
And Atlanta.
They're not
came in.
going 0-17.
Yep.
Loss. You don't
I
even
think
need
the
to ask.
to
Falcons
un-
are better than the record we have for them so far, actually. So, I mean, they're at least a 7-10 team.
Yeah, right. And
So
right now
they'll find a few more.
we've got them at. They go into their bye week, and the bye week is a week. The bye week is week 11. So through the bye week, I've got them at 3-7. Owen's got them at 3-7. Adam has them at 4-6, and the group has them at 3-7.
Beautiful. We're doing a great job.
We do this all the time. Is that the teams that aren't good, we rank them too low probably, and the teams that are good, we probably rank them too high. Where like the Chiefs are going to end up 16-1, and the Falcons are going to end up at 4-13.
Like the other
even
week-
though they're just going to be normal bad, like 6-11.
Like
or
the other
7.
last week was NFC East. We as a group picked the Eagles at 16-1.
Man, and that's just it. I don't
That's-
even see them getting more with it as good as a
No,
team
that's
that
not
they
going to
have.
happen. But it's just how this show works. Is that like we can't.
They're going to split with everybody in the NFC East. The NFC
Whoa.
East is so good. Like
The Commanders are not good.
they are.
The Commanders have a good D line.
No, they are good though.
They are good.
Eric Bieniemy is actually a very good.
If they
offensive
listen to
coordinator.
him,
You see them complaining? You see all the complaints on Twitter about it?
Oh yeah, they're good over it.
I love to see it.
They're
I
gonna
love to
get
see
over
that.
it, man.
Yeah.
Sam Howell's actually looking good. And I don't want to say he's going to be a top 10 quarterback or anything, but I think he'll be
clip
top.
that. Clip that.
Sam
Somebody
Howell
clip
is a
that.
top 10 quarterback.
No, he'll be at the very least top 20. Very least. And I think that's enough. because
He'll be
Daniel
at the
Jones
very
was
least a
enough.
top 10 quarterback.
I'm gonna say he is a top 10 quarterback. Okay, all right. Following week after the bye week, they come out and they get to face the New Orleans Saints at
Woo!
home.
With a dub.
Always a knockout, drag out, kind of just dirty NFC South game. The
Bar
Falcons and the
fight.
Saints hate each other.
Yeah, they do.
This is, but I think
Give me
they-
Atlanta.
I think they split. So yeah, give me Atlanta here.
I'm gonna say New Orleans sweeps them this year.
Oh,
In all honesty,
they looked good against the Chiefs.
they did.
Man,
Yeah.
they look solid.
They played their ones for like a whole half.
No, they played.
Well, we did.
They're-
Like our defense, at least. Like,
Yeah, the defense played the
yeah,
whole half,
and they didn't look good.
and their offense only played the first drive was Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Second drive was
It's still preseason.
Jabo.
Jawan Johnson.
You
his
got
fourth
people
tight
got to
end.
stop. Remember, I think
2 or 3
did the
times in a
Chiefs
row.
win a preseason game last year? Didn't we go like 1-3 in the preseason?
I thought we won most of them. I thought we
Oh,
lost like one.
God, now you got me thinking.
No, the one
Yeah.
that we were at was in Kansas City versus Green Bay, and they won.
Oh, Green Bay won.
Yes, I remember because we went with Framps and Cole wore his Vikings jersey to the game.
It's an interesting choice. Yeah.
It's funny as hell,
The
to be
Chiefs-
honest.
Chiefs Packers game.
Yeah, let me see if it'll pull up the preseason.
It
Hold
was
on.
pretty funny.
There it is. Lost to the Bears.
Oh yeah, we did.
Beat the Commanders. Beat the Packers. 2-1.
We beat the Packers?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. That 4th-string quarterback made like a touchdown drive to win the game. Fuck. I was, it's kind of, browned it out a little bit. It was a Chiefs game. We were drinking a lot in the parking lot beforehand, chugging a beer to get to the stadium anyway.
Yeah, all the players you wanted to see play had already played
Yes.
at that point. So
Yes.
I mean, there's some interesting depth pieces.
Yeah,
later
because
in
I
the
remember.
games, but-
Now I remember specifically. Mahomes did not play a single snap in that game because he walked out, took the Len Dawson picture to
Oh,
commemorate
yeah.
Len
Oh
Dawson.
God, I was so
Yeah.
mad. I was like, "Holy shit, we're gonna get to see Patrick Mahomes!" And then he fucking walked back off the field. I was like, "God damn it!" Yeah, I do remember that. Okay, following week they are at the New York Jets.
Loss.
Let's take a little temperature check on Adam and the New York Jets.
It's a loss. Yeah.
It is a loss. It is
Yeah.
a loss for Atlanta. How do
Yeah.
you feel about the Jets overall?
Well, the Jets had one of the top pass defenses and is like number 5 overall last year. And if you're going to get any, well, no, I mean, Atlanta had one of the best rush offenses. But the thing is, I still think that the New York Jets, they reinforce their defensive line and their linebacking core well enough that the run isn't going to make much
You
of a
saying
difference.
you saying the New York Jets, that reminded me of that player 2 weeks ago from the Jets whose name I couldn't remember. It's Becton. Is his
Kai
name.
Becton, yeah. Is he
Fair
even
enough.
there right now?
He better
Because
be.
they didn't pick up his fifth-year option.
Owen.
Oh, he better be. Fuck.
Was that news this year?
Yeah, I guess. Well,
If they
maybe
didn't pick up
last
his,
year,
oh, it was news last year.
maybe.
Then he wouldn't be there. I'd say if it was news this year, because you have to do it before the 4th year, you have to decline the 5th-year
Shoot,
option.
I don't know, honestly.
Well, while Owen looks that up, the following week they get to come back home to face Tampa Bay. I believe this one they get the dub.
Yeah, they get the W here. Yeah, there's going to be some injuries for Tampa Bay at this point. They have 0
Yeah,
depth.
he still plays for the fucking Jets,
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Owen?
he's an offensive tackle.
Is Atlanta beating Tampa Bay at home? In Atlanta?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Following week they're at Carolina. Bryce Young should be in full season form. I believe this is a split, so give
He'll
me
be
Carolina.
rolling. Yeah, so no.
Sure,
here
I
for the
suppose. Give me
Falcons.
Carolina.
Following week they're back at home. They get to host the Indianapolis Colts. This is an interesting matchup.
Give me Atlanta. The Colts are gonna suck.
You think so?
Yes. I don't care how good Richardson looks when he's trucking people. He'll probably be injured this week if he keeps taking hits.
I want to believe in Anthony Richardson. I really do.
All these mobile quarterbacks come from the NCAA, where not everyone is fucking 300 pounds of stone.
I don't know if it's fair to just call him a mobile quarterback though. He actually has a hell of an arm.
Sure.
does have
No,
a
but what
really
I'm saying
good
is
arm.
these people.
He's just so raw.
He's been lowering his fucking shoulder, dude.
Yeah, you see him run over those.
Yeah,
those
he's gonna
TVs,
fucking break
like,
his collarbone
oh,
if he keeps
man.
doing that.
He made it look so easy though. Like he weighs more than Derrick Henry right now. I think.
Oh yeah, I'm
Actually,
sure he
like,
does.
He's a beast, but
he's
dude,
he's just a tree trunk of a person.
Yes.
He's just a massive, just thick. He's Cam Newton essentially.
man bet on green.
but a
and
little,
Jeanette-
but he looks stronger
Better
than Cam
arm.
Newton,
Better
and a
arm.
better arm.
Doesn't
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
Cam Newton? Wasn't Cam Newton heavier than him though? Wasn't Cam Newton like surprisingly large?
Maybe now.
Cam Newton was tall. Cam Newton is just taller than you think. Where he's like 6'6",
Yeah, he's huge.
and he's just pure muscle. But I feel like it's the same with Anthony Richardson. But Anthony Richardson, I wouldn't be shocked if he's like 6'4".
His decision making is going to need a lot of work.
Yeah.
I think this is a Falcons win, personally.
You think the
Cam Newton
the
is
extra year for
6.
Ritter?
Cam
Yeah,
Newton's
for Ritter. I think
6'5".
that's going to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's his first year coaching for it's not Gannon, it's
Rich
Oh.
Gannon.
no, it's
Anthony Richardson 6'4".
6'4".
Is it not
He's
Nick?
like 260.
Is it like Nick Gannon?
No, Gannon's over at the Cardinals, and
Oh,
the other one,
The
was,
offensive coordinator went
yeah,
to.
offensive coordinator from the Eagles.
God
Now
damn
I'm
it.
forgetting his name.
Yeah.
They are
Another
actually
white
the
guy.
same exact fucking weight according to Google at 245
That's
For
actually
real.
crazy.
and 164, 165.
Well, that means Anthony Richardson's a little thicker then.
I mean,
I guess he's a little bit thicker.
He's a little denser.
honestly, this quarterback and head coach matchup is kind of it's a really good matchup.
Yeah.
If Indianapolis starts rolling, I think they're going to be dangerous.
Shane Steichen.
Steichen, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because the way he used Hurts last year, where he had all those options where Hurts could run it and Hurts had the speed.
Mm-hmm.
Richardson's going to be better at that. I don't know about the decision-making side, but the actual speed. And
I also
running through
don't know if
people-
he's going to be better than Jalen Hurts at that.
Oh no,
I
no,
think-
he's not better than Jalen Hurts. No, I'm saying at that one specific thing where it's a read option and he either runs through a guy or he has that guy run through a guy.
Yeah,
He's gonna run through guys better.
that's true. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna join you guys. I'm gonna take Atlanta here. I don't think
Oh, sweet. What's this next game? What did I choose?
Chicago.
Fucking hell,
at,
no.
at Chicago. you
Chicago
pick
looks
the Bears.
even worse
You
this
pick the
year.
Bears to win.
Oh,
What are you
terrible.
talking about? You see Justin Fields 3 for 3, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did you see it?
I thought he had 3 picks.
No, he went. No, he
no,
went
he-
3 for
he
3,
went
but they were
crazy.
all screen passes.
Yeah.
That just DJ Moore
Well,
took
he threw one down and that one was an interception, but it was actually out of bounds. But
I'm not watching the preseason, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. You cannot ask me to watch these teams.
Owen, will you watch these teams?
No.
I think
Well, I
the
just
Bears
asked
win
You can't
this.
ask me to.
Yes.
Despite what we're
we had the
saying
Bears.
about the Bears, I think they win this.
Yes,
We also already picked the Bears to win this
Yeah.
because we think Atlanta will be trash.
I am after seeing the stat line for that though, I am fucking once again hammering the under for Bears wins this season.
Yeah, in that division, because all three of the others are.
Everyone in that division is gonna be shit, but the Bears are worse.
They're all basically the same.
I think the Lions are going to be
the
nice.
Bears.
They're going to have 10
The Bears are
wins.
playing like they traveled back in time to grab their winning
Actually, I'm
playbook
ice
from
for
the
you.
time when they won the league in the 40s and 50s, and they grabbed like a 1950s playbook. They're abandoning the throw.
shuffle.
They're fucking eliminating the forward pass again.
Justin Fields is third quarterback ever to have 1,000 rushing yards in the season.
Damn, that's so cool, dude.
Saying
And they won what, 6 games?
he's gonna be a great fantasy quarterback.
Hey, they held them out. In some of them.
Last week of the season for Atlanta, they are at the New Orleans Saints. I'm giving this to Atlanta. To New Orleans. Sorry.
I'm also giving this to New Orleans. I think 6
agree.
and 11 is a good spot for the Atlanta Falcons.
6 and
all
11.
ended up
We
with the same.
all picked him at 6 and 11. The group picks him at 6 and 11. 6 and 11.
W.
Moving on.
Consensus, that's their fate.
It's
locked in.
they sell slurps at 6-11. It's not quite a Slurpee. It's just one less. It's
I hate you. Carolina Panthers. Man.
another mid team. They're about to have a mid off.
Oh, this is tough looking
If
at this now.
any,
Yeah, we'll just pick some wins in there. Don't worry. We'll sprinkle some
Yeah, we're gonna have to sprinkle a couple
some
wins here.
crumb of wins.
All right, let's start it off. They open the season at Atlanta. We already all picked this as a loss for the Panthers.
You know what,
This is a
Truman?
W
We really
for
should
Atlanta.
change up the segment and have the first week of the year be the Chiefs. That way, on the last week, we're not picking the Chiefs, so that when we're only picking like, what is it, 9 game?
Like 3 games.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, 6
No,
games.
6 games. 6 games, 4 games, 2 games, no games.
Yeah, so that way we have the most games to pick for the Chiefs possible.
Yeah, that would be fun. But instead, we do this the roundabout way. We have the finale be the Chiefs. So, week 2, they get to host New Orleans. I think I have to pick this as an L. I don't think Bryce
absolutely.
Young will be good enough at this point, which sucks because me and Owen have now
Yeah.
picked the next 4 games, and we've picked them all as losses.
dude, that's such a tough stretch.
Yeah.
You're looking at Seattle, Minnesota, Detroit, and Miami.
3 of the 4
Yes.
road games.
Yes.
They're hitting Miami before the bye. Oh,
People are going to be worrying about Bryce Young, and then Bryce Young after the bye is going to round into shape
yes.
and be
Yeah, when he
okay.
plays all
He's
that
not going to win
trash.
Rookie of the Year, but he's going to be okay.
If Tua's alive and they play Miami, they're getting crushed.
That's fair.
You know.
Yeah.
So New Orleans,
New
I
Orleans
think New
week
Orleans
2.
takes that. So hit the 0 for me.
Gotcha. Following week 3, they're at Seattle. Me and Owen have already picked this as an L for Atlanta.
It's an L for Atlanta.
An L
Yeah.
for Atlanta.
The
Absolutely.
experience is going to win out.
The following week, they are back at home. They get to host Minnesota. This could be a get-right game. This could be their first win of the season.
Could be a sneaky win, yeah.
Me and Owen have picked this as an L for Atlanta already, or for Carolina already.
Are
I
you a
think Brian
Minnesota
Burns is
hater?
Going to take this game over. I think Panthers actually sneak one out here.
Okay.
Are you a Minnesota hater? That's 2 times in a row that you picked Minnesota losses
I think
for
they,
NFC South
You
teams.
know what? I had a take last year that they were frauds, and that they're somehow going to make it to the NFC Championship anyway. They didn't, which I'm kind of grateful for. They went.
They
down
were
to the
frauds,
Giants. They were frauds.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
right.
That
Their
point
defense
I
was
think
differential.
their
I think we
defense
all
was so
knew they
bad.
were not great, but then they beat the Bills, and you know what? Hats off to them for
You know
beating
what?
the
They
Bills.
were
We
shout
really
out.
appreciate that.
legendary fourth quarter team last year.
Yes.
Legendary.
Yes.
Did
Everything
you see the
else-
chart?
The chart?
For the Minnesota fan game viewing chart.
Oh.
It's like, so beginning of game. Oh boy, I can't wait to watch my favorite team play. Minutes 1 through 3 minutes from the end. I'm gonna kill myself. Last 3 minutes of the game. Oh cool, we won.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
Somehow we did it.
Yep. Following week, Carolina travels to Detroit on October 8th for Week 5 game. We've all picked this. Me and Ona both already picked this as a Carolina Panthers L.
Yeah, they're trash. They're just
It's
awful.
gonna be Detroit.
And
I
Detroit's-
just like Detroit
Detroit's
a lot
good.
better this year.
Yeah. Yeah. They're getting better, and they're taking steps. People are believing in Jared Goff. I'm excited. Following week, they are at Miami.
You already know. Yeah.
Yeah, this is an L.
Yeah. The Dolphins are just so good.
The Dolphins are going to
Do
be.
they enter
They're
the
going to be
bye?
scary good.
Are they entering the bye with no wins?
With one for
Me and you do not have them picked up for when Adam does have them picked up.
That's
for
probably not going to
Got one
happen,
against
but
the
it
Vikes
could,
there,
I
yeah.
suppose.
It could. Again, people will be saying,
Well, I mean-
is Bryce Young a bust?
That
And
one
they'll be fine.
Jaguars team did win in week 1 and then lose 15 straight.
That's fair.
So
I think I'm going to surprise you guys on some of these.
Yes, following week they get to host Houston at home. This has got to be their
this
W.
is their first win of the year.
win. Yep.
Yeah.
The next week they get to host Indianapolis at home. I think this has to be their W. Also,
I am
W.
also giving it to it.
again, they're gonna
Carolina.
they're gonna kind of correct themselves out of the bye. The following week they are at Chicago. I have already picked this as a Chicago W. Owen has already picked this as an Atlanta or as Carolina W.
Nice, I'm smart.
Adam.
This is going to be Carolina,
Oh, okay.
choice.
Even in Chicago.
even in Chicago.
Yeah, what with their 25 fans that are showing up to the game?
Hey, they still they support the Bears reluctantly,
I
but
think
they
they've
support
picked
them.
up some steam at this point, is what I think.
Yeah, 3 wins out of the bye week.
They need a new stadium. Put a fucking dome on it.
It's funny. They'll be what? So Adam, you would have them at 4 and 5 at this point, and
Yeah.
honestly, they could be leading the division.
Exactly.
It the Saints.
Besides
I
the
actually,
Saints, yeah.
I think the Saints are actually going to be pretty good. But
I think the Saints will probably go like the Taints. The Saints will probably go like 10 and 7.
Give them a good 9 and 8.
well,
I
hey,
don't-
good news for both of you.
Mhm.
If you stay tuned on this episode, we're going to pick the Saints. Right?
Holy
Find
shit!
out.
No
Oh my
way.
God.
Yep.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, I'm
yes.
charging out my spirit mom.
Directly after that, they get to host Dallas at home. Me and Owen have already picked this up as a Dallas W and a Carolina L.
You know, Dallas
Oh.
loses to a team like this
They do.
every single year.
They do.
I'm going to count this as a Panthers W.
Wow.
You know, I don't hate
5 and 5.
Mhm.
They're coming thundering back. People are believing in Bryce Young.
They
They
are
travel
rolling.
to Tennessee the following week and they lose. I have this as a loss. I think Tennessee's good enough.
it. Yes,
to beat them.
good
Mike
defense,
Vrabel.
rookie quarterback.
I think you bring them back. Yes, yeah, an NFL coach.
Who's the
Against a rookie
starting
quarterback.
quarterback for Tennessee right now? Is it still
Still Tannehill.
Yeah.
Tannehill?
Yes.
Yeah, because,
Oh,
I mean, he's
They're
got
not
what,
transitioning to Malik Willis?
or Will Levis.
Or Will Levis.
Will Levis is the true answer
William,
there.
William Levis, yeah, I suppose.
And don't forget Frank Wright, coaching in Carolina. We didn't talk about that at the beginning, but he is the head coach, which I think
Yes.
he'll be able to do a little something. You know,
Isn't Ejiro Evero the defensive coordinator at the Carolina now, too?
Bro, I did not know the
Yeah,
defensive.
good for you.
He's the guy that was
yeah.
at the Broncos last year
Oh,
and gave them a top 10 defense.
Wait, the Broncos lost their defensive coordinator? Hooray!
Yeah, man.
They added
Yeah.
Frank Clark and lost their defensive
Oh.
coordinator. We're gonna destroy
yeah.
them.
As long as
Speaking
Frank
of
Clark,
this-
as long as they don't make it to the playoffs, adding Frank Clark is totally useless. For
Yeah.
Denver.
Well, speaking of this, though, another reason I'm afraid of the Miami Dolphins is because Vic Fangio is their new defensive coordinator.
Oh,
He is pretty good.
He's
and
good
Ejiro
against the
Evero is
Chiefs.
just a part of that family,
To be-
by the way.
to-
God,
he's a
I
Vic
do not want to
Fangio
lose to
guy.
Miami. I do not want to
I
lose
thought
to Tyreek
Vic
Hill, man.
Fangio is
I-
like. Is Vic Fangio not
You know,
winless?
and I worry if Tua is healthy. I worry.
Is Vic
what they
Fangio
could do to
not
us.
winless against the Chiefs? The Chiefs haven't beat the Broncos haven't beat us since 2015.
Wasn't Vic
His
Fangio there?
defenses are the only ones that have given us like a lot of trouble. In the
But
past.
he hasn't
Like,
won.
He didn't win
as
as a head coach.
You know, like his,
Was he on the Peyton Manning team?
Was he? No.
Was
That's
he not
the last
D
time-
coordinator?
that's
Or
the
no,
last-
those were Kubiak's. No,
Yeah.
Kubiak was an offensive guy.
That's the last
Right.
time we lost the Broncos, guys. It's Peyton Manning.
I know they've owned them for a long time.
Almost
Yeah.
10 years.
Well, I mean, so Vic Fangio has like an entire tree of disciples, basically.
Yeah, because he's a billion years old.
Yeah. So I mean, you've got Ejiro Evero, you've got I know a couple more of
It was
these.
Vic Fangio's just having the time of his life.
Oh.
Is that's the quote right? Is about
No,
Vic
no,
Fangio?
no, it's
Oh,
not Vic Fangio.
It's not Todd Bowles.
It was the guy before Vic Fangio.
Yeah, I
Uh,
forgot his name. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Fuck. It's not, he
God
was
damn.
having the time of his life getting crushed by the Chiefs.
His face was just so deadpan. One of the funniest clips of all time.
God damn it! Who was the 20? It was like 2017 or like 20. Yeah, I think it was 2017. Broncos head coach.
I'm typing in.
Oh, is it Vance Joseph?
Yes.
Yeah, Vance Joseph is having the time of his life.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it is Vance Joseph. Vance Joseph had the time of his life.
So funny,
The
dude.
funniest part about that is apparently that is a quote from him. That's the reporter quoting something that he said.
And he got
Because he said they were working hard in practice, and basically I'm having the time of my life.
he got fired right after this. He never got on it
Here
again.
on the field, from up close, just watching Coach Vance Joseph from here. You watch him now on the screen. This diversity in his background is helping him a lot tonight. Quarterback at Colorado, defensive back in the NFL, and here he is having the time of his life.
I remember that. You know what the story
God,
behind
the worst part is the having the time of his life isn't even the worst part of that. It's really the
Well, do you know
everything
why
else.
it's bad?
Taking a breath
you know what-
every 3 words.
Well, the thing is, you know what that is?
What?
The fucking crew for Fox couldn't make it out. That's a Fox Deportes guy. Who's filling in for the reporter. The dude's main
That
language
makes more
isn't
sense.
English.
Oh, see, that is making much more sense because it sounds like he's translating the words in his head before he's saying them.
Yes.
Taking that into consideration, that's
Okay.
very impressive.
Yes, you know what?
He is.
I flipped on that. You know what?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I
Owen.
remember that now because everyone was like, "What the hell's going on?" It's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, that's the Fox Deportes guy," because the regular guys missed a flight or something.
It makes more sense because he's see him on the screen now. He's
Yeah, he doesn't sound like
yeah,
he's a native
no,
English.
It doesn't sound right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
the Fox Deportes guy, if I remember
Okay.
I'm gonna
correctly.
give this one to Tennessee.
You're gonna give this next one Tennessee, yes.
Yeah.
Not having the time of his life.
No.
Frank Reich is having the time of his life.
At Tampa Bay, loss. Mike Evans pops off for another one of his random.
Yeah,
fantasy
again, I
games.
think they're
I'm
they'll
saying
split.
W.
Really? I think they're gonna split with Tampa.
Dude, Adam, how many wins are you giving fucking Carolina here? They're not gonna be that as good. If you have them have a winning season, we're gonna have to have a talk.
It's gonna be a winning season.
Oh my goodness.
That's what it is.
The following week,
I think
really?
they have the best chance actually to win the division.
Carolina? No.
Carolina.
Oh,
It's gonna be
my.
New
This
Orleans.
is not
Oh
the
my.
type of team that typically takes a #1 overall quarterback. They actually have a lot of really good pieces in that team.
Yeah, they
And
traded a
made
lot of their really good
changes
pieces
at
to
coaching.
anywhere else.
Yeah, they did trade away.
you're just
I
talking
wish they
about
wouldn't
DJ
have traded
Moore.
away DJ Moore.
You're just talking about DJ Moore.
Oh,
That's-
I'm just
that's
talking
all
about
you're talking
60%
about.
of their offensive production. My bad.
Okay. I mean,
You've got me there.
It's not actually 60%, obviously,
their
but it's a lot.
biggest thing, the NFC South is huge in the run game, all the way across.
Right.
And even after Christian McCaffrey left, they were still top 10 in the run game. They were still very good at that, and they did that with.
But now their
he's at the
quarterback.
Bears now.
Now their quarterback is as tall as me, so I don't know.
He's like Drew Brees. He's like the decision making of Drew Brees.
Yeah, but he's shorter than Drew Brees even. He looks like
How tall is
everybody
Drew
talks
Brees?
about Deuce Vaughn looking like a middle schooler. Bryce Young looked like a middle
Fucking
schooler,
love
man.
Deuce Vaughn, but
Dude, Deuce Vaughn's cooked. He cooked in that debut. That was awesome.
I think the Tampa Bay gets embarrassed at home every now and then, and
Mm-hmm.
I think this is where it happens.
This could be, if it's that late in the season, December 3rd, that could be Todd Bowles' job.
Yeah, Drew Brees is 6 foot tall.
That could be really close to
He's a
Todd.
full 2 inches taller than Bryce Young.
Drew Brees is 5'10".
Yeah, he's just gonna.
It says 6 foot right here.
I know it doesn't. That's his football height. It doesn't count.
I mean,
So wait,
the
how
You have to
tall? Is,
understand that
how tall is
everybody-
Russell Wilson then?
You have to understand. I'm a
thing-
football
he's
6 foot.
5'10", I think.
Russell Wilson's 5'11".
He's probably 5'9", actually. Russell wasn't probably about our height.
How do
I'm a football 6 foot.
really?
On a sheet, I'm
Well,
sure I
yeah,
was listed as
well, it's
6
'cause
foot 250.
You get some extra
And I was
height
5.
from the cleats and the helmet and everything.
I guess you
know?
kind of do. I guess you
Yeah.
kind of do.
Yeah,
That
they
makes
just
sense.
add all that.
But the thing is, Bryce Young, it doesn't really matter how tall he is because he's already been doing this entire time against SEC opponents who are all getting drafted into the same.
The
place
worst
in
part about
football.
me hating on the SEC
true.
is all
That's
these
true.
SEC players succeeding in the NFL, which is really pissing me off.
That's piss you off, yeah. Well, that's why Deuce Vaughn's here to flip the script. Okay.
Good thing with the best quarterback in the league is from the Big 12. That's right, baby.
Yes, yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. That's
We
right.
should
Yes,
say,
sir.
Go Texas Tech though.
Yeah, thank God.
What's
I was like Skylar Thompson, and I was like, oh, okay. December 10th, they are back at New Orleans. This is New Orleans W.
Yep, loss.
No. No, it's a win for the Panthers.
Stop picking
No,
Panthers
you're
win.
making me
They're
sick.
splitting with New Orleans.
Oh,
And-
did you flip them?
No, look. They already lost to New
Oh.
Orleans beginning of the season, and now they're rolling. See, I think the
You
New
think the bye week?
Orleans-
They're really going to flip it all at the bye week.
Yes.
They're going
Interesting.
7 and
I
7-1.
hate how their
Over the
season
last-
since
starts
the bye
out
week.
for them, but I think the Panthers are going to be real scrappy, and I think they're going to be really good.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'll be ready to at you on Twitter.
Interesting.
Do it. Fucking do it.
Okay.
What, Truman's only given them 3 wins so far, so.
Damn, Truman.
I got one more for them. Christmas Eve, they get to face the Green Bay Packers. I've already picked this as a Carolina W, and maybe I should have, or a Carolina L, and maybe I should have picked it as Carolina W.
You know the rules.
But we're already here. You know the rules. Owen has picked this as a Carolina W.
Hell yeah, I'm a
You're already
genius.
this deep in it. This has to be a Carolina W for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
Actually,
I
yeah.
figured, yeah.
Oh my god.
They're going to lose to Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's fair. I think
Okay.
we all
Yeah,
we
lose
can
to
all agree a
Jacksonville.
loss to Jacksonville
Yep.
in Jacksonville, Florida on December 31st for the New Year's Eve game.
Mm-hmm.
But final week of the season, they're at home against Tampa Bay. This is a W. They finish off the season with a
They'll
W.
finish the sweep against Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Oh, and a
me.
W for
Yeah,
Carolina.
because I
Well,
had
how many
them
wins do I have them at right now?
You have them at 5 going into
Oh,
that game.
nice. Give them that win.
All right.
Another 6-11.
So I have them at 4 and
South.
13. Owen has them at 6 and 11. Adam has them at 10 and 7. But as a group,
Adam.
they have them at 6
I'm
and
telling
11.
you, do not
Oh
sleep
my-
on the Panthers this year.
They were selling slurps.
I'm
In,
honk shoeing
not.
on the Panthers.
they
right
were
now,
selling
dude.
slurps in the Carolina Stadium.
You know what? At me.
I'm gonna at you.
The second they get their 8th loss,
You already
I'm
know how I
adding
think
you.
it's going to start out.
9th loss for a losing season.
No, it just needs to be 8 losses because then they
Less
can't go
than
10 and 7.
Okay, right.
That's true.
I'm
As soon as it's one below.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and
Hey,
week
if it's a winning season, you
I'm probably
can't
not
in
gonna
week
add-
10 when they hit their
you
8th
can't
loss,
at
I'm
me
gonna
if it's
be
a
adding
winning
you.
season.
no context, just at Adam lol. That's all I'm gonna say, and you're gonna know.
Yep. All right, let's
I'll be
move.
waiting.
What?
I said I'll be waiting on that.
He's
Yeah.
waiting.
All
They
right.
try to write me, but I ain't right back.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the New Orleans Saints. They get to open their season at home against Tennessee. I think this is a Saints W. I think so.
At Tennessee, hosting
I-
Tennessee.
The Saints
Yeah.
look good, man. They look
Saints
good in
W,
that game.
Saints W.
As long as my goat Bink Bonders is playing for him.
Yes. The
Saints W. I already have this as a Saints W.
oh yeah, sorry. Wait,
Yeah.
I should just,
It's not.
sorry, I need to
not
pull this.
pulling down, but
I need to pull this across. It's because I forgot to do the thing on because on the games on the other sheets I don't pull this across because you didn't pick the same as the guest, but on these you do. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, it's my bad. So I'll have to fix it down here also.
well,
yeah,
there's the Tampa Bay one up there.
yeah. Well,
which
the
you guys haven't
Tampa one
chosen
won't,
for,
but the
yeah.
Atlanta's because we haven't picked Tampa Bay's game yet. So, but the Atlanta ones, I'll have to fix both those. Okay, cool. All right. So, while I fix that, we can talk about the next matchup. They are at Carolina, second week. We already did this one. They're at Green Bay. I've already picked this as a New Orleans Saints W. Owen has picked this as a Green Bay W. I am smacking the mic in the middle of talking.
Hell yeah.
Adam, what says you?
It's gonna be a Saints W.
Saints W breaks the tie. He has them also starting out 3-0 to start the season. Following week, they are back at home against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, I'm on the record as saying, are a bad team. I'm going to pick the Saints here.
Saints.
I'm also gonna pick the Saints.
Yeah.
Saints?
Don't
Man, the
even
Saints,
think to discuss
the Saints
it
have
too
the
much.
inverse of the Carolina, where they have a super easy start to this schedule.
Is this the one that has 5 on home games in a row? One of these teams is like a long
no.
stretch of home games in a row.
Must be
I
Tampa
see
Bay.
3 down low.
There's 3, yeah, but
No,
not
it's
5.
it's like 4, some stupid shit.
Interesting. The following week, they are at New England. I have already picked this as a New England W. Owen has already picked this as a New England
It's
W.
New England W. They're gonna get a rude awakening there. I think. Because they're gonna be riding high from all those wins.
Warm
They're gonna
weather
find
team
out,
playing in the cold,
you
right?
know.
Yeah, warm
Well,
weather
it's not
team.
even in the cold, really. October 8th, it won't be that bad, but still, Belichick.
It could be
is-
though. You know, with all this global warming, could be some precipitation up there.
Yeah.
Inclement weather, some cold rain.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's
It's very true.
The following week, I think they stay on their skid. Oddly enough, I think they're going to lose this game at Houston after kind of having their bell rung at New England. They don't get home yet. And then after this, they're staring down the barrel, having to go to the UK and then come back to play Indianapolis. I'm going to New Orleans W here. Or Houston
Give
W.
me a Houston W here as well because I need wins for Houston because they need
Right.
at least 2 wins in the season for
And
me.
they're going to be homesick. So that's big part of it.
They're all gonna miss their
Houston's
mommies.
a
And
younger team,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to be a little bit worn after playing New England. So yeah, I'll give it to Houston here.
Yep. Following week, this can't
Flying
be right.
out to Jacksonville, play against Jacksonville.
they're
This,
flying out to England.
this can't be right because Jacksonville is already playing Atlanta in
At
England.
this point.
In England. Hold on.
There's multiple games in England this year.
But Jacksonville's not playing multiple games in New
They
England.
might play back to back.
I think it did
What
the
if?
thing.
That'd be crazy.
It would be right. Pretty
No, okay, it did that thing where you type in Jacksonville and it wants to.
Oh, and it autocorrects to
it
the
auto,
star.
it auto-filled, yes.
Okay.
Regular Jacksonville.
They are at home against Jacksonville.
I'm still picking the previous game like I did, and they are still losing this game to Jacksonville.
I think this has to be their get-right game. I'm going to pick the Saints here.
I'm also going to take the Saints here.
I'm taking Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville is going to be decent.
I think they're going to be decent,
are
but
gonna
I
be
think the
decent.
Saints are going to be also
Decent.
very decent.
I think they're going to have some stupid losses, and I think this is going to be one of them.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, I mean.
Following week, they're at Indianapolis.
Give me the Saints. I don't even need to think about this one. Give me the Saints.
Give you the Saints.
Yes, they're not playing an AFC West team, so the Indianapolis Colts are turning back into a pumpkin.
I'm going to pick. God, again. Nope. I think I'm going to. God, it's crazy. I think I'm going to pick them over Indianapolis here. I just don't believe in Indianapolis right now.
I'm going to take Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I think the style of offense that they have, the Saints' defense is kind of old.
That's
They
fair.
got a lot of old men in there, you know. And
Yeah, but they have one young king,
true.
Colin Saunders.
Dude, that man can move.
Being Ponders.
Like, and the thing is, like, they got to keep up with Anthony Richardson,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe Jonathan Taylor.
You know that one TikTok audio? Mm-hmm. That's a
Uh-huh.
black king right there.
All right.
That's me.
November 5th. They're
Sir,
back. They're
I
back
love
at home.
Sir Binky Moss, dude. Come on.
They're back at home hosting Chicago. I'm going to. I've already picked Chicago to win this game, which I almost regret.
What did I pick?
You picked Chicago to lose this game. You
Good.
picked the Saints to
Chicago
win.
sucks.
Tiebreaker?
It's gonna be the Saints.
Oh, so
Let's
not
go.
this is going to be one of their dumb losses. You got to pick some more dumb losses if you want Carolina to win the division. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, it's gonna be close.
Little tiebreaker action. Maybe?
Adam's actually picking a season, so it comes down to the first coin flip for a division title ever.
The following week they're at Minnesota. Me and Owen have both already picked this as a Minnesota W.
Nice.
Right? Well, I forgot you're a Minnesota hater. Oh, this is.
Kinda.
Oh, you're at a
I think
crossroads.
they're getting exposed this year. I
Ooh.
think they're
By
gonna
the
get maybe
NFC
7 or 8
South.
wins.
You're at a crossroads now, though.
Truman, scroll
Yeah.
up. Has he picked a Minnesota win in any of these divisions?
There's only been 2 other games, and we know he picked them both to lose, right?
Yeah, I had him lose. to the
You're getting
Falcons
Minnesota
and-
exposed by the NFC South. Uh-huh.
Yes.
That would be the most exposed. If they are frauds and they lose those games, you're like, oh, they're bad.
I'm gonna take Minnesota here, actually.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
The
Yeah,
thing is,
there we
it's
go.
because of the whole Minnesota miracle thing before. They just Saints just don't win tiebreakers against Minnesota.
That's true.
Oh, a reminder that honestly makes us hurt more. The Jacksonville home game is on Thursday night. If that changes your mind on it. It's on Thursday, isn't it? All right. Then they hit the bye week.
Loss.
What?
Loss.
Yeah. Following week, November 26th, they are at Atlanta. I've already picked this as a loss for New Orleans. Owens has picked this as a loss for New Orleans. You have picked this as a W.
Yeah.
The week after that, they are hosting Detroit. Me and Owen have both already picked this as W's for New Orleans. Wow, me and Owen have already picked the last 5 of the last 6 games for New Orleans, and
nice.
we have
That's
them as a bunch of dubs.
Man, I'm such
It's
a
gonna be a
genius.
loss.
A loss, really.
They're playing some garbage-ass teams, though.
But Detroit's good. Detroit's going to be solid.
Detroit's going to be mid again. Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be a good wide receiver, and then he's going to get the Mike Evans treatment from the entire rest of the staff. And he's going to be good, and the team's going to be itself not that great.
Interesting. The following week, they get to host Carolina at home. We've already picked this game. I picked this as a Atlanta W. Owen picked New Orleans W. Owen picked this as New Orleans W. Adam picked this as a Carolina W. Feeling good?
I did.
All right, he's feeling good. The following week, they're again at home versus the New York Giants. The New York Football Giants,
I picked
that
them
is.
to win against the Rams. Oh, yikes.
I have picked them to win this game. The Rams are going to be bad. I've picked them to win this game against the Giants. Owen has picked them to win this game against the Giants. Adam? L. Interesting. Danny Dimes believer?
No.
Just New Orleans hater.
Head coach. I like their head coach a lot.
Oh, man, Dabble
Bryant.
is good. But I can't believe. God, it's so annoying. Brian, he's gonna flame out in New York because they've signed that extension for Daniel Jones, and that just sucks. It sucks to see.
I mean,
He's not going to win a Super Bowl under that contract.
I just like how they what they got Mark Wink, I think, as their defensive coordinator. They call him Wink. He's a very aggressive blitzer,
Oh yeah,
and I don't think Derek Carr can deal with that.
from the Spagnolo tree.
I don't even know about that. I think Spags is his own type of guy, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
know.
But a big blitzer.
Mark Winkendale was the Ravens guy for a long time.
Interesting.
So I think the Giants take that one.
Fair.
Just because.
Yeah. Following week, they are the Saints are at the Los Angeles Rams. W for the Saints.
W for the
with us.
Saints.
See, he agrees with us. Me and Owen have both already picked this as W for the Saints as well. I think the Rams are going to be bad. I think what we saw last season. I mean, obviously they had a bunch of people hurt,
But
but
Stafford will get hurt again. Stetson Bennett will have to play.
I mean-
it'll be rough.
that's the thing is the guys that all got hurt. You're like, well, they're not going to get hurt again. Yeah, but all the guys that got hurt are all old, and
Cooper
so
Kupp, he's 31. I
yeah,
think.
it's hard to bounce back when
Is he
you've
really
been
that
hurt.
old?
Yeah, he is.
I think he played in St. Louis, maybe even. No, he's not that old, right?
No, certainly
no,
not.
That's
no.
real old.
That is too old. I'm sorry.
Well, that's like Aaron Donald old.
Yeah,
He's the same
Aaron
age.
Donald did
the
pick.
same age though.
Yep.
I think.
Are they?
I think so. I think Aaron Donald's like 32, maybe.
No way.
Cooper Kupp's
Certainly
like
not.
31.
Cooper Kupp got picked. Cooper Kupp is 30. He got picked in
30.
2017, which I think might have been the year they moved. Legitimately.
Aaron Donald's probably 34 or something. Then.
Yeah, because it had to be when we were in college. Because I went to a band competition when we were in high school, senior year in St. Louis. So they're still the Rams in 2015.
Aaron Donald is 32 years old.
He's 2 years older than.
He's been there his entire career. I think he was there when they were in St. Louis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right.
He's probably the only one that's left, because
Certainly.
Andrew Whitworth retired last
Yeah,
year.
he was like the billion-year-old
Yes.
center, right?
Oh, and Aaron Donald came out a
Tackle
year
legend.
earlier than Kupp too. So he got there in 2014.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
They were
So.
definitely still.
They were. Yeah, it says St. Louis / Los Angeles.
When did they move?
Somewhere in between 2014 and 2017.
Great.
I can tell
That
you
answers
much.
the
We
questions
know
that we're
Aaron
looking.
Donald was there.
Okay.
Let's see. It might tell us when they moved.
When did St. Louis Rams move
Oh.
to LA? The Rams franchise made its return to Los Angeles in 2016 after its long stay in St. Louis, Missouri.
God.
What does it
Stan
mean
Kroenke.
return to Los Angeles? Was
Fuck
that
Stan Kroenke.
where they were originally from?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
had no idea.
They were originally, in
All
LA.
right. Final game we have to pick. The New Year's Eve at Tampa Bay.
W.
I have this as W as
Loss.
well. Loss?
Loss. Putting them smack dab at a cute 10-7.
Oh, this is weird.
I think you're pretty high on the Saints there, huh?
Something. Hold on. Has something bad happened here?
I think you're just high on the Saints.
I am high on the Saints, but what the hell? This is weird.
Was weird.
Yeah, the group has 13.
Yeah.
Instead.
Wait, what?
That's right. The math is right.
Oh, it is? Is it right?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, shit,
no.
it is, isn't it?
It's just weird enough. Yeah. So I've picked him
I
at
fucked it up.
I've picked him at 12-5. Owen has picked him at 10-7. Adam has picked him at 10-7. But the group has picked him at 13-4. Oddly enough.
Well, I'll
'Cause
take
it's
this.
just-
I'll take this dub when the group is wrong by a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, because when I went for a loss for them against the Bears, you guys both picked them to beat the Bears, And so even though I had them at 12 wins, you guys had them at one more win then. And every other time I convinced somebody went with me on every other one of my picks. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, you guys couldn't agree when they were going to lose. And I could agree when they were going to win.
Because my picks are smart and grounded in smart
Shut up,
goodness.
shut up.
We
Nerd.
both still have it. We have them both at 10 wins, right?
Well, you have a 10-7
we have
too?
the same record.
Essentially, what I'm trying to say is
We
that
said
there's
different
there's
losses.
alternative genius, guys.
Yes.
That's what I was really trying
And
to
for
say.
the audio listeners home, by the way, the New Orleans Saints play Atlanta to end the season at home, and we all picked them to beat Atlanta in that game.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. All right, final team of the division,
Man, we do not have a lot of picks
Saddest
to
one.
make.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Adam, you ready to monologue?
It's going to be bad.
Right here.
They're at Minnesota. Me and Owen have already picked this as a loss.
It's a loss.
It's a loss.
Not gonna lie.
You know what? This does feel
we
like
could probably rapid fire the Buccaneers.
this
I'm not
does
gonna lie to you.
this
loss.
does feel like the Baker Mayfield random pop off. Is he back game though?
He might have a
against the
weird is he
Bears?
back season.
No, against Minnesota.
Oh, yes, to start the season, something stupid.
Because
Maybe.
Baker always starts the season well. That one season, when there was that season.
He played the Chiefs close.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
almost
Chiefs
beat the Chiefs.
They
probably
should
should
have.
have lost that game.
The Chiefs should have lost that game.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll go back and give him a W, actually.
Oh, you're going back?
You're allowed to do that.
I'm a Minnesota hater.
Yeah.
so-
Wait. Is that all
It's-
four?
No. He picked Minnesota to win the other one.
Yeah, it's the Saints.
Just crazy stuff.
Just getting beat by the three worst teams in the division, by the
Hell to
best team.
Chicago.
Oh my god.
All right. Second week they're at home
I am
against
totally
Chicago.
adding you about the fucking Panthers. This is cementing it.
Sleep on him. Just do it. Just sleep on him.
Honk shoe. Honk shoe, me.
Listen, dude, if you could imagine a big old rug, I'm a fucking snug bug in that rug.
That's how asleep I am on these Carolina Panthers.
We'll see about this.
Listen,
We'll see.
Adam,
I'll
you
put
see,
money on it. I
you
will.
see my bug ass.
You can. There's sportsbook that'll take your money.
Oh, yeah.
You see my bug
Oh,
ass curled up in a rug, and you're trying to tell me that I ain't snug right now.
Here, I'm willing to.
That's-
Hold on. Let's see. I don't think I have money in my FanDuel account yet. I haven't done my preseason restocking.
By the way, that is what everyone who's a Dahm That's True listener, all 7 of you out there, 7
Make sure to use code DOM That's True at FanDuel.
Yeah,
you
for-
won't get anything.
for
but
20%
use it, it'll
off.
be kinda
Actually,
funny.
20% off of my mindset. But you got to turn that mindset into a grind set, and then you got to grustle, dude. That's grind and hustle. I'm too busy grinding and hustling to say both of those words.
You are terminally online. I hate you.
Truman, you need to
Hey,
get on that grustle.
speaking
buddy.
of people who could probably get discount codes from Dom That's True, big shout out all the Patreon members. Patreon.com/Open Disaster. Meltbox Kansas City now open in the Iron District.
Shut the fuck. They
Dylan,
better
Aaron,
open.
Skylar, and Joe. We really appreciate all you guys.
Hate you.
I love pissing off Owen. Hey,
Yeah,
by the way,
he's
Carolina
saying-
Panthers.
He's saying Meltbox Kansas City now open in the Iron District. It's been in the Iron District since March.
I know, but if you say it's now open, then that tries to get people to do it.
It's
tries to get them to do
fucking
it now.
no. Do
It's
not
not
agree.
wrong,
exclusive.
Owen. It's not
It's-
wrong.
It's not correct though.
Carolina Panthers to win 10 plus games.
Plus
two-
5.
plus 240.
Yeah, exactly. Hammering that under.
Their win total is
8.5.
7.5.
That's where it's at.
Man, that's a good line. That's a good line.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm going-
What did we put them at? Are we all over that line? Oh nope. I am at 4, 6. Owen had him at 6, and Adam had it at 10.
Adam's going for that plus 250. What's
about to hit
over?
it.
What's
About
over?
to hit it.
What's over 9 wins?
About to
What'll
have me
over?
act up.
What'll over
Yeah.
9 wins get you?
I don't know if I can find that specific.
Can you not alternate line it on
no,
FanDuel?
not on FanDuel. No,
I mean, is there one for them winning the division?
there is one for them winning the division. You could get them at
Plus 300.
plus 360.
So that's an even better deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Adam, I'm going to be adding
If it's
you
gonna
this.
happen, it's gonna happen.
Oh,
you
let's
know?
play. Let's play a quick game. Who has the best odds to win their
The
division?
New Orleans
was gonna say
Saints.
No,
Saints.
the in the division in the NFL.
Oh,
Oh, it's the Chiefs.
It is the Chiefs.
yeah.
At-
Savage.
Not even a. Oh, it's
Minus 170.
I'm pretty close. Minus 180.
Oh, I'm pretty.
That's-
Oh, damn,
that's real
my
close.
line's been
That
close.
was good, yeah.
Who has the worst for the AFC West? Who has the worst odds?
It's got to be
The
the
Raiders.
Raiders.
The Raiders.
Raiders.
Plus 450.
No, worse.
Worse?
600.
The Denver Broncos are plus 600.
Oh my god.
Well, they like
They're
plus 1,200 or
850?
something?
They're plus 1,700.
1700.
I mean, that's the right
Right.
line. They're not going to win it.
And you're telling
they-
me the Panthers are only plus 320?
Yep.
Because the Saints are good.
The Raiders do not have the worst odds to win their division. Who has the worst odds to win their division in the NFL?
Cardinals.
The Cardinals, yeah.
At
Minus 2,200.
not minus, but what?
Oh, plus 2,200.
3,200.
3,200.
Plus 2,200.
2,200. How about exactly in between? How about plus 2,700?
That is really weird, actually.
How about
Well,
we
then.
average those two?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Let's get back on track here.
Back to Tampa.
Back to Tampa, sadly. Okay. Week 2, they get to host the Chicago Bears. Me and Owen have both already picked this as a dub for the Chicago Bears. Man, what were we on about the Chicago Bear down? Chicago Bears.
The Tampa Bay's bad. Chicago can beat them. There you go. There's my reasoning. They've lost like all their good defensive players to other teams.
I'm on the same boat.
Is you're going what? Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago here.
That's fair.
Don't even need to think about Philadelphia.
Don't even need to think about
No,
the
I
next
think
game.
we're all picking them to lose to Philadelphia,
Oh,
correct?
yeah, this is where I get to be a contrarian. And, yeah.
You've done enough.
Yeah.
Week 4, they're at New Orleans. We've all already picked this game as a Tampa Bay W. So going into the bye week at Week 5, as a group, we have picked one W.
Hold on, real quick. We need to talk about something in the Philadelphia game.
Okay.
How many times are they gonna show stats from Oklahoma for both of those guys?
Oh, that's a great answer.
I'll
That's a great
go
question.
over under 2.5 cut screens.
Fuck, that's a good answer.
2.5 cut screens of Oklahoma stats.
Are we counting just the stats?
Stats or replays.
Damn it.
Wait,
Okay,
for which
over.
game again?
Over then.
The Philadelphia and
Oh, for Jalen Hurts and Baker?
yes.
Oh, man.
Over 2.5. If you add the replays. in.
Over under 1.5 Baker Mayfield nut grabs against Kansas shown in this game.
Under. They
I'm taking the under.
No, sorry, I said 0.5. I said 1/2, not 1.5.
0.5, so there's a chance it might happen.
still under, I think.
You don't think they show it?
I don't think they'll show it.
They won't. They won't.
I think they're more likely to show it if Baker plays the Chiefs. Yep.
That's college football game day.
Take what's the line on them showing a clip from him, Jalen Hurts playing K-State, even though they lost? Because I remember like every time he played us, they lost.
They don't really. He didn't play particularly too well.
He did it in the fourth quarter when they were coming back against us when it was
That's
at
true.
home.
That's true. I stormed the field that game. I was there.
Yeah,
That was sick.
that was fun. Yeah.
You stormed the. Oh, yeah, because you were just like an alumni at that point.
I was just in the stands and
I was like,
everyone was
we never
around
got
the
to see him
field.
do that.
And I said, I was there. I think I was there alone. I don't think I was there with anybody. I think I had gone because I was like, I'm not fucking missing this game. I was like, there was a party or some shit.
Yeah, I got good leg definition on this video right now. I'm
Yeah,
just
you're looking kind of swole.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sorry. Besides,
Speaking of leg definition, fucking Jalen Hurts tree trunk ass legs, dude.
yeah,
What was he squatting? Like 550?
A billion.
600.
What the shit?
he's squatting 600.
That's so
Because
stupid.
I actually saw a video about that today because it was Chris Jones talking about. He's like, dude, Jalen Hurts squats 500, and somebody's like, the funniest part of that is he actually squats 600. I was like, that's crazy. Okay, so by week 5, week
Loss.
6, they're back at home against Detroit.
Yeah.
I somehow already picked this as a dub for the Buccaneers.
Nice.
I have no explanation for you guys.
It's gonna be an L.
Go back and watch the NFC North episode.
It's just an L. I'm too high on Detroit this year.
That's fair. We're all very high on Detroit.
I'm not.
Bird.
They're mid. They're gonna be mid. They're a fun
Mum,
story.
mum, mum.
They're a fun story,
And
which
they
is
got
why.
better this year.
Yes, which is why everyone thinks they're gonna be good. They're not gonna be good. They're gonna be fine.
They're gonna be
Interesting.
good. They had one of the best. They had a top 5 offense in the league last year. All they need to do is hold their opponents below like 26 points a game on the defense side, and then
And you
they
think
win most
you
of their
think you can do
games.
that with 4 draft picks?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Following week, they
And
are
CJ Gardner Johnson. Yeah.
they are at home again against Atlanta. We have already all picked this as a Tampa Bay W.
Hell yeah.
Weird. The following week, they are at
Split.
Buffalo. How are you feeling? Ooh, at Buffalo?
L.
L. Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
L. Yep. Following week, they are at Houston. which is as close as like a bad team gets.
I
think
to quote a
Houston.
famous Buccaneer, we're gonna eat a W.
You're gonna eat a W here.
At Houston, yeah.
I think Houston is gonna win this game because I think Houston has to have some W's, and I think this is a game that as a Houston has to have a W believer. I believe this has.
I
to be
don't
one
think
of
they
those
have to have a
Ws.
W. I think they're gonna go like 2-15.
Well, they've got to have a W, and this is probably.
What's that? I'm eating a W.
Yes. Okay.
This is going to be a W for Houston.
Yep.
I agree.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Owen's got it. Owen's got it the other way.
I've got to go through back through these lists and develop tweets for people who doubted me.
The following week,
That's funny.
the following week they are
Going
back
through the
at.
Excel. Idiot on you chose, 4 weeks ago before we saw any games that New Orleans was gonna beat them. Idiot.
I'll give you this. You can just start getting your drafts ready to be fired off.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Actually, just go back through and watch all the
Owen,
Dahm That's
why-
True episodes. and just
Owen, why
mark
do you
where you're
have
going.
88 drafts? Well, people disagreed with me on the 267 NFL games we picked.
The funniest part is every week you having to go through and delete like 10 drafts because you're like, fuck, that didn't happen. Fuck, they were right.
If I go 1 for every
If-
8 on 80 drafts, that's still 10 tweets.
If you go, listen, if you make all the drafts and you go in there, I want you to be a good sport. And if you're wrong, I want you to tweet at the people and tell them good job. I want you to tweet and say
All
I
right.
was wrong.
Well, after we
And
pick,
then you can also tweet when you were right that we can hold your nuts.
I think
that's it.
honestly,
It's
that's
either
all
it's
fair,
either a nice job,
you know?
either nice job you were right or hold my nuts.
Inside of you there are 2 wolves.
One
Nice
Wanna hold
nice
your
job,
nuts.
great picks. Hold my
my
nuts.
nuts. That's some trick, that sense of yours.
Okay.
I might just actually do
The
that.
following week, they're back at home against Tennessee. Again, I think this has
Loss.
to be their W. I think this has to be a W.
How many wins do I have in the season for them?
so far.
1, 2. You have 2 wins.
Oh,
for 'em.
sweet. They're beating Tennessee.
Okay. Beating
Very
Tennessee.
cool. Thanks.
I don't like them beating Tennessee. No, I think it's
Thanks,
a loss.
Schleppel Bay.
You think this is a loss? You
Yeah,
think-
this is a loss. Yeah.
All I
'cause
need
you're a
them is-
Vrabel believer.
I am a Vrabel believer. Yeah, I think he's a winning season type coach. I don't think he's a Super Bowl coach, but I think he's a winning.
Listen,
season
Adam,
coach.
I actually agree with you, but unfortunately, I must pick some Tampa Bay wins.
Well, I'm just not doing it here.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All
the
I need,
issue is I want Mike Vrabel to cut off his penis. And if he wins the Super Bowl, he'll cut off his penis. So
Yeah, he must be
I'm
televised.
pro him cutting off his penis.
We
I'm not gonna lie.
challenge you, Mike
well,
Vrabel.
what he needs to do is Andy
I'm
Reid needs to
progressive like
retire.
that.
We can hire Mike Vrabel, and then he can cut off his penis, so the Chiefs can win, and he cuts off his penis.
Dude, can you imagine? Mike Vrabel, DC.
And then immediately after that, we fire
Dude.
Mike Vrabel.
Oh my
That'd be
god.
so
After we win the Super Bowl with Mike Vrabel as head coach, it comes out that he actually did cut off his penis, and it's a PR nightmare. So the Chiefs have to fire him, hiring
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
Yes. Dude, if Mike Vrabel legit could be the next coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they're good.
That timeline might work out. They
Well-
might just get sick of him in about 10 years.
Not a Matt Nagy believer.
In 10 years. I'm just hoping for the
They
Mike
give him
Tomlin.
they give him the Marvin Lewis treatment where they're like, come on, dude.
just
You
give,
haven't been close in so long, and all we do is just make the playoffs, and they get rid of him, and then they stumble into Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor isn't the reason they're winning.
Yeah, that's a weird. Zach Taylor's not a good coach, right? Can we
No,
all agree on that?
he's
He's
a long
fine.
burn type of coach. Like eventually he got
He's
there,
he's fine. He
just
just
don't know
has
if
a
it's
top
but 2
3
years in, he was
quarterback.
mid,
Yeah.
and then he's
Well,
good.
I'm wondering when they have to make the decisions between Higgins, Chase, and Burrow.
They'll
Then we'll
choose-
see how good of a coach
They
Zach
keep them
Taylor
all,
They'll
but
choose Chase and Burrow. Yeah,
is. Right.
I mean,
I think they should pick Higgins. I think Higgins is better than Chase.
but you know who's better than Higgins? And
that's a hot take.
That is a
You know
hot
who's
take.
better
We had
than-
our Bengals friend on the
Yeah.
show. He said the same thing.
you know who's
I
better than
think he's a wide receiver one. I don't think that Chase is.
but you know who's better than Higgins and played on that same Clemson team and now plays for another team in the
Oh
NFL?
God, Justin Ross.
Justin
Ross,
Ross,
My
baby.
boy.
Touchdown!
Yeah.
Touchdown! Hype
Here
train.
we go.
This hype train will not stop.
Dude, it's gotta keep
Richie
going.
James even made a crazy catch in that preseason game.
Yeah, man. Nico
That's-
Remigio did the same thing.
He
I
can't.
don't know if you remember.
He's not going to make it. He can't make it.
He will.
He won't make
He'll
the
be the
roster.
7th wide receiver on the roster.
I think there's already 6.
Is there?
Count him.
I think Justin Ross is number 7. I think it's Kadarius, Sky Moore, Rasheed Rice,
Okay, then we're
MVS,
taking one less tight end.
Christian
We're taking 8.
Christian Watson. Justin Watson. I do this every time. And Richie James. And then Justin Ross is number 7.
Then we're taking one less tight end.
Or you don't take Deneric Prince. But there's no way they don't take Deneric Prince. Isn't Deneric Prince going to return kicks?
Maybe.
For me, he was better at it.
You know who they might not take? CEH.
No.
He ran with the ones like with Patrick Mahomes. Like he was throwing him balls right away.
He got like 6 carries.
The craziest thing is like even though he didn't go to the parade and everything with CEH, all the stuff in quarterback, even later in the season, and all the interviews that I've seen him with, he seems like he's in a good mood.
Yeah,
Did you ever read the story about why he missed it?
No.
He like signed up to be in like a friend's fashion show. Months in advance, and then it just happened that the parade happened to be that day. He was in like a fashion show in New York that day.
Oh, okay.
So, oddly enough. Okay. Sorry, let's keep it moving.
Oh, but he was being a model for his friend's fashion show.
Oh, give him the L.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
You have this as a Tennessee W? That's fair. Okay.
L.
Yeah, they're at San Francisco. Me and Owen have already picked this as an L. You picked this as an L. Following week, they're at Indianapolis, an interesting matchup. Inside you, there are 2 wolves. One is the teams must win games. The other is this team is bad. They will lose games.
This team is bad. They will lose games.
Yes, me too. I'm picking Tampa Bay to lose this game as well.
This team is bad. They will lose games.
I think they're in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes.
Tampa Bay? Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Yeah.
They'll be in the thick of it.
Once again, unless Baker Mayfield goes crazy and regains his Heisman candidate Oklahoma self.
Baker Mayfield's going to do just enough to get them screwed out of getting Caleb Williams.
He's going to do the Who was the Texans coach that
Lovie Smith.
Lovie Smith.
He's going to do the Lovie Smith. He's going to find
shout
out
Lovie Smith. All Lovie Smith does is show up and be fine for teams and then just get people really mad at him. Shout out Lovie Smith.
Well, he lost
I'm giving some love.
He
to
lost all
Lovie
those
Smith.
games. He went like 2 and 14?
He had a fucking terrible team, man.
His team was terrible.
And then they fired him, and then they invested a bunch of draft capital. Fucking come on, give Lovie Smith a real shot.
They did get rid of Nick Caserio, who's also on that staff, and he was just like apparently a cancer. So
They had a lot of that. They finally got rid of Jack Easterby or whatever, right? Was that his name?
Easterby, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's him. That's who you're talking about. That's who I meant.
The preacher.
And then
Yeah.
he said a lot of cancer in the Houston staff, and I just like John Mechie, poor man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Following week, they picked. They host Carolina. We've already picked this game. Me and Owen picked this as a Tampa Bay W. You picked this as a Carolina W. You're a big Carolina guy over there. Following week, they're at Atlanta. The following week, they're at Atlanta. We all picked this game already. We all picked this as an Atlanta W. The week after that, December 17th, they are at Green Bay. Me and Owen have already picked this as a Green Bay W.
Green Bay W.
Green Bay W as well. Yes, that's fair. The following week, Christmas Eve. Ooh, a little present for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They get to travel to Tampa Bay.
And get a free win.
I have this as a Tampa Bay loss. Oh, silence?
Tampa Bay lost.
Okay, all right. Well, fair enough. Agreement. On New Year's Eve, they face the New Orleans Saints at home. I have this as a Saints W. Owen has this as a Tampa Bay W. And Adam has this as a Saints W. And the final game of the season, they are at Carolina. We've all picked this as a Tampa Bay loss.
Nice.
So it brings their final season total. I picked them at 4-13. Owen picked them at 5-12. And Adam, 2-15. Damn. And as a group, we picked them at 3-14. So me and Owen weren't necessarily doing a lot of synergy.
The thing is that they won't be doing winning, unlike I did in the Trumpet Fantasy League last year. Let it be noted.
That's the first time in a while.
I think that is my actual first time because I know that I've talked a bunch of shit. But you know whose fantasy teams have really been good consistently has been your fantasy teams.
You know whose fantasy teams are?
It's not because I'm the commissioner, I promise.
You know whose fantasy teams are good every year.
Yours.
They never win championships.
Truman has been in his high school friends fantasy league for 11 years, and he's never finished worse than 5th or better than 2nd. I've been in it for 8 years. I have won it twice, and one of those times I made the playoffs as the 8th seed.
It makes me sick. I make the playoffs basically in every single fantasy league I'm in, and I don't win championships, and I can't. I want
To be fair, though,
I would rather miss it in half the leagues and win one championship.
to be fair, Truman,
Instead, I win none of them.
To be fair, you do cash on most of your leagues.
That's right. I make money playing fantasy, but it's because I make the playoffs. I don't. Although I did miss the playoffs in one league last year, but I believe that I got screwed on tiebreakers.
Let the record
honestly.
show
tiebreakers
that the
were
second
stupid.
time I won the league, my record entering the playoffs was 4-7. And I won. Then I ended up winning in the playoffs because my team got hot.
You guys want to hear something sad for fantasy?
Yes.
I'm in a dynasty league, and I just got my dad into that same dynasty league last year, and I helped him like make sure his team was right and everything because he hadn't really gotten into fantasy
And
that
he
much
won?
yet. He won the whole damn thing. And you want to know what place I was in?
Last.
Second.
Oh,
pain.
You
I was
helped.
in second the year before that too, by the way.
You helped your dad in, and he beat you. Oh,
He
that's
beat
tough.
me. He got a ring and everything. We just started doing the rings.
Oh. I want to do that. I want to.
Yeah.
do that.
So in a fantasy league that Truman and I are in, Truman, how did we get into this fantasy league anyway? The dynasty one. The
Oh,
Showtime.
That's Michael.
Oh, Michael
Michael's
M's.
So I was in it, and then last year we added you because we needed another guy.
No, 2 years ago.
Have you been in it for 2 years?
Yeah, this is because the first draft we did at the apartment, and the second draft we did in the house.
Fuck yeah, you were there. Then you've been there as long as I've been there. That's funny. They added me, and then they were like, "We need somebody else." And I was like, "Well, I got someone."
Yeah, you shouted me out. So I don't know like any of these guys except for a couple of them.
Yeah, you
but
know,
but
what,
we're
2
switching.
of them, maybe.
We're switching to Dynasty this year, and we're all a little nervous about
And we're
it.
going over to
Dynasty's
sleeper.
Awesome. Yeah, sleeper's awesome. It's really good for dynasty.
It's really good for mock drafts. Holy shit!
Also that, it's
because
faster.
because you just do it against computers. And so I sat there, and we had a job where, like, it rained, so we just couldn't do anything for like an hour. I rattled off like 6 mock drafts because it was like I've been testing strategy, dude. I'm so locked in. Oh my god, dude,
Then lock in for
I've
our
been-
joint Chicago league. Are we doing the joint Chicago league again?
Yeah, he sent out.
Then we need to fucking lock in because we've been sucking ass in that league.
We did okay that first year.
We've been double mid.
Yeah, we've been mid.
What we've done is we've picked wide receivers that have been bad. Our wide receivers haven't been good.
Yeah, we believed in
We-
DJ Moore.
We keep picking.
I did that last year.
Yeah, I had
Brandon
DJ Moore on
Ayuk
like
and,
4 of
Darnell
my
Mooney.
teams.
Yeah.
But the thing is that DJ Moore had been good, and then like last year he just sucked.
Oh, he just shot the bed. Yeah, he had like a couple good games on my bench.
Yeah.
Like that just pissed me
One thing
off.
that I've consistently done well is I've generally had good running back play.
Oh yeah.
But you know what's going to be really difficult about this fucking sleeper draft
What?
is it's going to totally ruin where we draft running backs. In a dynasty league, if Patrick Mahomes is not your first pick, you are trolling.
That's true.
Well, it's a little weirder in Dynasty, though, because...
Running backs.
No, wait, sorry. It's not Dynasty. It's Keeper.
Sure.
Way different.
What's different?
So keepers just like 3 each year, right? Basically,
We're doing 2.
Doing 2.
Yes, exactly. Still, running backs are essentially worthless in any league where you keep people.
Well, Dynasty is like you would only draft rookies.
Right, and then you choose players to drop
That's a
off your
lot of
team
fun.
after.
I recommend that.
I want to do one. I want to get one started. I don't think it's too late this year to try to get people signed up for a Dynasty.
Also, for us in this league, there's a couple guys who really don't put any effort into it, and if we did a
You
dynasty
wanna do dynasty
league,
with
they
those
would just
guys.
lose every year.
You don't want to do dynasty with those guys.
I want to do like
I
a
barely
high commitment Dynasty. Maybe we even do like wear suits, kind of have a draft night kind of thing.
The big draft board.
Dude, absolutely. I don't think this year.
I
But
do
I want to
like-
have a league that we take very seriously, like, and have it be very high skill, like only dudes that know ball that are going to keep on playing fantasy.
Truman,
that
you know
are
what I
gonna-
just
yeah.
now realized? We don't have to keep up with the draft on the app like we normally do. What we can do is we can do it all offline and then just get in there and queue players for an offline draft. And we all just pick the players on the team that we picked.
Or Kamish could just choose them all on his own and
Yeah, that's how.
put them all through.
Oh,
That's how
Kamish-
real
Kamish can
offlines
do it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Manually?
You can do that on ESPN too, actually.
Yeah.
So the way we've been doing it, though, is the draft goes through and we just follow along on like ESPN or whatever.
Yeah.
And you say, hey, you have, minute 30 to find your thing and pick.
Yeah. I think next year we do a full big dynasty draft, and we do maybe even make like a whole content out of it.
Was last year,
do
Truman?
Do a full like YouTube recaps every week and.
Was this last year the year that I almost got last, or was that 2 years ago?
And what?
In the Showtime League.
This was last year.
That I almost got last.
Yeah, you should have got last.
Should have.
2 of my picks, I picked Mark Andrews and Travis Kelce in a row because they were best available.
Or no, maybe it was 2 years ago.
Honestly,
It must have
that
been
is a
2 years
strategy.
ago.
No, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, your 2 tight end team was actually fine.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
That's
fine.
actually it can be
That
a
team
good strategy.
that team was injured because when you pick Mark Andrews that high, I'm expecting to play him in the flex every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did well for a while.
And then he got fucking injured and it
Yeah.
fucked my team.
yeah,
Royals won.
him and Lamar Jackson hand in hand there.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So overall, I have picked, I believe, the New Orleans Saints to win. Yes. I picked the New Orleans Saints to win. Owen has picked the New Orleans Saints to win. Adam has picked the Saints and Panthers to tie.
Ooh, what's your tiebreaker?
Carolina, you've picked Carolina, and you picked them to split the series. The Saints, you have.
Hold on.
Did you have them losing the division? No, they went about 4 and. Yeah, sorry,
Did they sweep Tampa? Yeah, in that one. Yeah, they did.
they did sweep Tampa,
So it
and
looks
they
like the Saints win it.
and they swept Atlanta because did you have Carolina splitting with one of those teams?
I might have. Yeah, with Atlanta. Had them splitting with Atlanta. Yeah.
Yep, so there you
that
go.
would mean Saints win the division.
Yep.
Yep.
So we all have them as Saints winning the division,
Yeah.
but you probably have Carolina.
Wild card,
Yep.
Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
So legitimately, the NFC East, they could have all 4 teams in the playoffs. Any of those 4 could make it.
NFC East.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all tough.
One team's gonna fall to attrition though. That's generally how that stuff works. Because remember that really good AFC West when Kyler was that really good NFC West when Kyler Murray was actually cooking, and they rattled off like 5 wins in a row, and everyone's like, "Holy shit! Everyone in the NFC West can make the playoffs."
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I
then they
remember that.
lost like
The next 6.
something crazy.
Yep. Okay. Let's do top 5 real quick. Get out of here.
Yeah,
All right, I can go first.
5
Go
players.
Yeah.
Go
I'll give
for
you
it.
Time to. I wrote it on my phone. Listen. What I realize is, one, I probably don't know enough teams in the NFC South. I will say, or enough like players in the NFC South. I don't think there's enough. Oh wait. I'm gonna trade out. Hold on. Oh fuck! I already traded out. Yeah, I'm gonna trade out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now I feel good about this list actually.
Okay.
Okay. My number 5, Drake London.
Okay.
Solid rookie season. I think he's going to be a main part there, and I don't think. I just don't think Kyle Pitts is going to be target number 1. I think Kyle Pitts is about 1 more year out, and then I think he'll have a solid contract year, of course. But after they decline the option, probably.
Yeah. Seriously.
So number 5, Drake London. Number 4, Devin White. The weird, a player who is, if you watch his tape, has a lot of really bad plays,
Yes.
but makes a lot of splash plays and has good stats.
Very true. Yeah.
Like PFF hates Devin White, but he's actually solid. I mean, he's good. He's fine. It's weird. He's got so much athletic ability, but he's so lazy and takes plays off. It's weird. Number 3, this is where I'm going to put Cam Jordan. I feel okay with him here. He's just older. I think younger Cam Jordan would probably be the top player here.
That's true.
Number 2, again, I'm in a weird zone, and I feel weird even putting this guy here. But I think it's just holdover from him being pretty good. I'm putting Alvin Kamara here. Weird pick. But I think he's a top 5 player still. And if he's, healthy and comes back from his suspension okay, which also shout out Chris Lamons for taking the fall on that one too. Crazy. That always blows my mind that a Chiefs special
He
teamer
shared that one there. Yeah.
was hanging out with Alvin Kamara in Vegas for whatever reason. And number 1, we already talked about it. He's a Hall of Famer. Mr. Consistency. Mike Evans.
You're missing some.
That's a
ones,
legacy.
Truman.
That's a legacy one.
You're missing some ones really badly.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I left Derek Carr out on purpose.
Yeah, I've only got one that's the same as yours.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck me. Who did I forget?
You're gonna kill yourself when you. I mean, it's gonna be bad.
Oh wait, no, he's not gonna do that.
He's not gonna do that.
Viewers, yeah.
All right, Owen, are you ready?
Not quite. I need to check one last thing.
Well, Adam, I guess, or no. Well, we always let the guests go last, but
Yeah, sorry. I just need to look at one list. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
oh, damn. Winners and
Shoot, I
whiners
wanna
picked
do
Seattle
top
to win.
6.
You fools.
Can I do an honorable mention on mine?
Yes,
Okay.
we'll allow it.
Okay. So coming in at number 5, Mike Evans, Mr. Consistency. Coming in at number 4, Michael Thomas. He's back. He's gonna be good. Slant God.
The fuck?
And
All
here
right.
is where our lists differ because Truman has forgotten the defense. Number 3, J.C. Horn for the Panthers.
good.
Okay.
Top
that's a
10
good pick.
corner in the league.
That's a good pick.
Very good.
Well, he's
Oh
playing.
my! Oh, I
When he's
forgot all of
playing.
the. Oh, I forgot all of the Saints secondary. Oh no, I forgot Marcus Lattimore and
Sean-
That's not even
Marshawn Lattimore and Tyrann Mathieu.
that's not even who I'm going with here. Number 2, Cam Jordan. And the best player in the league,
Wait, what? Wait.
Mike Evans, then Michael Thomas.
Oh, I totally. Man, I was zoned out. What the hell?
Mike Evans.
You put Slant Boy?
Yeah, I put Slant God in there.
Dude, he hasn't been good in so long. He's just been
injured.
hurt.
Yeah.
Then 3, J.C. Horn.
I guess you say the same thing about.
Jayce.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put Horn, buddy.
Sure. Then number 2, Cam Jordan.
Okay.
I'm doing like all defense here. And number 1, one of the top 3 linebackers in the whole league, Levante David.
Okay. It's weird.
He's the best player in the league.
He's
Not in the
good.
league, in the division.
He's the best in the Bucks. I'd
He's
say.
very, very good.
Better than Devin White, probably.
better than Devin White.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. I'm old. I think I haven't paid attention to the
So is
NFC
Levante
South.
David.
I-
Levante David's like 35.
Oh, that's fair. I just haven't paid attention to the NFC South since they've been relevant. So that's my issue.
Levante David's really
I
good.
checked in about 3 years ago, and then I haven't checked in again.
So I'm gonna go with 5 best I think it's going to be this year.
Okay.
So not like who these best players are like right now. I think number 5 is Mike Evans.
Wait, who's your honorable mention?
Honorable mention is going to be Jesse Bates.
Okay.
Safety-
I forgot
safety
that
for the
he's- yep,
Falcons.
I forgot that's where he signed. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay. So we all have Mike Evans.
mhm.
Interesting.
Mike Evans is in there. AJ Terrell
Okay. Okay.
for the Falcons.
Yep.
Honestly, one of the best corners in the league.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders
What? Really? Who's he playing for?
for the Panthers.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I totally
Went
missed
from the
him.
Eagles to the Panthers.
I've
and
been mock drafting. I honestly just figured he was still with Philly.
He fits the scheme super well. He's going to get more opportunities, and
Mhm.
the O line is still really good at run blocking.
I was wondering who was playing running back in there. Interesting. Okay.
Then the next up, I'd have Brian Burns.
Yeah. You mentioned him earlier. I was wondering if you were going to have him on your list here. He's been good. I remember the Chiefs had a shot at him. There was like a rumor.
Yeah,
A
that
little
we
bit
were going to
back.
trade for him, and
Yeah.
that would have been super cool. I was wanting that actually, but
Yeah.
we didn't end up doing that. He would have been too expensive, I think.
Yeah, he would have cost like a first and
Well,
maybe a
then we
second or
wouldn't be able
something
to
crazy.
afford Chris Jones, which apparently we can't do anyway right now. So
So stupid.
I think it's gonna happen.
yeah, I think it will eventually. It's just the holdout's stupid.
Oh, he just doesn't want to play in the preseason. And on the bright side, the both years that Aaron Donald held out, he won MVPs. Or he won Defensive Players of the Year.
That's easy for him. He just walks in.
Right. So I think, but I think also, especially for a position like defensive tackle, and a position that, and a guy like Chris Jones, where he's been playing it for 10 years almost, or 8 years. Can't remember when his penis fell out during the draft combine, but however many years since
It's
then.
only knock on his resume there.
His dick and balls are known.
Little cat coming down. Oh, whoa! She switched me up. I thought she was going to come around here, but she went down.
No, she goes under the stair.
Interesting. I hadn't seen that. That's
I
easy.
have, because I've been here at your house.
Yeah, but yeah, she got a cat box. But
This
sorry.
last
Sorry.
one is one that I'm surprised you guys didn't mention at all.
You're not going to do this, are
It's
you?
the wide receiver 1
Oh.
for the Saints, Chris Olave.
That's a good answer.
1,000-yard season last year with Andy Dalton. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's the wide receiver 1.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why I went mainly defense.
Damn. Even though you're not a fan in this division, you have schooled us. Like everybody who comes on here does whenever we do these
Levante
division
David's
breakdowns.
very good. He's
our
like the
knowledge-
second best linebacker in the NFL.
I know, but our knowledge just gets put on blast
old.
whenever we get to these top fives because it's just like, oh, you
Levante
don't know
David's a
anything,
great
do you?
pull.
I'm proud of that. I think these are good top 5s across the board, honestly, because Cam Jordan is one of those guys. I just think that he's going to be top 10 instead of top 5 this year.
We look like the Colin Cowherd list of putting. Did you see that? Put
Dwayne
Dwayne Haskins
Oh
on.
my God.
It was quarterbacks that can't win the Super Bowl this year.
He put people that were retired too, like Blake Bortles. Like,
Yeah.
You know.
He put Dwayne Haskins on that list.
Yeah.
I think allegedly
see
somebody
that?
pointed out like he had just gone like first round quarterbacks in the last like 10 years or something.
Mhm.
But still, man, you could probably leave Dwayne Haskins off that list.
Dude, he saw that Dwayne Haskins was on there, and then
He read it. He read it
yeah,
out.
and then he just complained about something else instead. Like,
Damn.
it's dumb.
I mean, but you do it day in, day out. You do that every single day.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be episodes that, we have weeks. We do one show a week for an hour. And
Wait, this was Colin Cowherd's list?
yeah, this is
Yeah.
Colin Cowherd's list.
Yeah, someone put that list together for him, and he didn't say anything about Dwayne Haskins. He said something about the formatting.
Yeah.
Instead, like after he read Dwayne Haskins' name, he was like, oh,
Yeah, because there's a
format's bad.
typo on the
Oh,
list.
yeah, there's a
too.
typo on the list. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, we do a show 1 hour a week, every week. And, there's episodes in the off season where you're like, dude, what the fuck are we going to talk about today? And so I imagine
we're
he's just got to have
we're a
some of
fucking
those where he's just
NFL
on
show.
autopilot
When
on
there's no NFL and the Islanders suck during that April to June time slot, there's fucking nothing.
Yeah.
We don't like the NBA that much.
No. We just need to I think we need to, again, starting like a dynasty league where you talk about free agency and all that stuff. Maybe we lean hard into fantasy.
I'm still doing my betting
Do the
corner.
rookie stuff.
You can't get away from my 5-team parlay. I'm not giving up that.
Owen's 5-team parlay of the week. Absolutely, he's gonna be back.
Because I'm actually gonna bet every single one this year. I bet most of them last year.
And lost a lot of them.
Well, the actual full 5-team, but the individual picks, I almost never went worse than 3-2.
Well, it helps that we're already in Kansas this year.
Yes.
Last year, you had to remember to bet it when you got home.
Yes, which was fucking frustrating.
Yeah. All right, so top 5 list. My list, which is objectively bad, looking at everything. Number 5, Drake London. Number 4, Devin White. Number 3, Cam Jordan. Number 2, Alvin Kamara. And number 1, Mike Evans. Owen's list, which is a little better, but still not great. Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, J.C. Horn, Cam Jordan, Levante David.
Levante David is not a bad shot at all for best player in that division.
Just old brother.
I'm not saying it's a bad
He's
shot.
a fucking top 2
No.
linebacker. Yes,
no,
he is.
he's not.
No.
Who's
Yes, he
Who's
is.
number 1?
Fred Warner.
Okay, I
Nick
respect
Bolton
that.
better.
I respect that.
No.
What about Dre Greenlaw?
What about Roquan Smith?
No and no.
What about Bobby Wagner?
No.
Bobby Wagner?
Bobby Wagner. I mean, they're Bobby Wagner and Levante David are
Like
both
the same
old,
guy. Right.
But like Bobby Wagner's the one that I know for sure is going to be a Hall of Famer.
Right. Had
Levante
a higher
David
peak.
should be,
Right.
but it's going to be in debate, which is dumb.
Right.
Like
Just because he was never the best player at his position, because Bobby Wagner exists.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's Fred Warner, Levante David, and then you get into the discussion of Demario Davis and Matt Milano.
You Google the
Mario
list. You Google the
Davis.
list. Don't talk to me. I saw you Google a list.
I don't know what you're talking
And
about.
Matt Milano is Matt Milano is overhyped.
I'm definitely not looking at a football network. Pro Football Network. I'm definitely not looking at an article and agreeing that Levante David's top 2. That's definitely not what happened.
Nick Bolton is top 5.
Fred Warner is the best in the league, though. That is
Yes,
true.
Fred Warner is sideline to sideline. Fucking can't.
Yeah,
argue with that
I
right
put
now.
Nick Bolton top 5.
He's
I'd
the
definitely
only-
put Levante David top 5.
Like, I mean, and actually, Levante David is special for a similar reason that Fred Warner's special.
Mhm.
Like, Fred Warner can go up the seam with like tight ends and wide receivers and stick with them, and he's like the only linebacker in the league that can do that.
Yeah.
That
Like,
seems to be a tough skill set for these linebackers.
yeah.
to have.
That,
I mean, it's
their
hard- it's
entire
hard.
defense. The
Well, the
49ers
thing
defense
is that
built around.
I think that a
Yeah.
lot of teams like
Because you also have to be a thumper, and Fred Warner's the only one that can do it.
yeah,
And it's because he could
fucking
probably play. He's probably just a bad safety, so he's a great middle
He's
linebacker.
Jamal Adams. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
Jamal Adams should be playing middle
wasn't
linebacker.
Jamal Adams like really good for a little bit though?
Oh well, he doesn't
was-
get interceptions. He gets sacks.
He's hilariously bad
pressures.
at getting interceptions.
Yeah, he is.
He's had like ones just like slam off his face mask that he just like doesn't
Man,
put his hands up.
He
for.
will
Hey,
hit you like a freight.
You know what you
train,
say about those guys? Play defense for a reason. There's a reason they're not playing wide receiver.
I know,
man.
but dude, come on.
Some of those dudes like Fred Warner though, are guys that are like, oh, that's just where he settled in college, is at the linebacker position.
Yeah.
Because he could be playing, fucking quarterback for all anybody knows. Like, he probably played quarterback for his high school team. He was definitely the best athlete on the field for a long time.
I would say I think you'd be shocked how many of any skill position out on the football field played quarterback.
Like
also.
all of them, yeah.
Yeah, they
a
all
lot of linebackers in particular too.
a lot of linebackers.
Well, dude, even
yeah.
fucking linemen, they just got tall, and then they were like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna make you a lineman now instead of a quarterback because you're huge."
Travis Kelce, great example.
Yeah.
Blake Bell,
Well, fucking
obviously.
well, and then it's like in high school,
Kadarius
all
Toney, I think.
in high school, those
Yeah.
dudes are either you're a wide receiver your whole time, you're a quarterback, or you're running back. Because like Jason Kelsey played running back,
If you have any athleticism, right?
they'll put you
Yeah.
at
Well,
the-
yeah, because
yeah.
NFL athleticism is just different. It
Yeah.
just looks different on an NFL field.
Yeah.
Those guys just lap competition.
Yeah.
As somebody who had to play against multiple NFL players in a season, fucking terrible. I had to play against Skylar Thompson, Elijah Lee,
God.
Drew Lock, Dalvin Warmack, which we're not even going to really count, but
Need practice squad guy.
yeah, I mean, just, Kansas City's finest, all on the Missouri side, just fucking dicking us down.
Playing Elijah Lee's the worst one. He hit so hard, dude.
My roommate from Albuquerque got in a fight with Elijah Lee on the football field, which is funny to think about that. I sent him. They got in like a shoving match. They were yelling like, what, like at each other. It's so funny, like looking back on that. And now that guy's in the NFL, and it was funny because he left Kansas City, and then Elijah Lee signed in Kansas City. So I had to send him a message. It was like he only signed because you left. He only signed because he knew it was finally safe.
That's funny. Yeah, NFL.
All right,
All right, folks.
let's get out of here, buddy.
Quick aside, but the show. The
Yeah,
last
Was it?
20 minutes, you're gonna have to label as.
a little off topic, but
Wait, we still have to go through Adam's top 5. We haven't finished going through it yet.
yeah, we did.
I know, but you were recapping when we got
Oh yeah,
distracted.
number 5 Mike Evans, number 4 AJ Terrell, number 3 Miles Sanders, number 2 Brian
Okay.
Burns.
Brian
I'm gonna
Burns.
say
Okay.
it.
Number
Miles
1, Chris
Sanders does
Olave.
not belong in the top 5 players in the division.
Watch. Fucking watch.
All right.
Just watch.
I'm gonna watch.
Oh, we'll
I'm
be
gonna
watching.
watch.
All right.
Watch this. Watch this. Yes. All right, Adam. We do appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you. For,
I
You really
appreciate the
saved
invitation.
our hide. You saved our butt today.
Yeah,
Yeah, have somebody
you
for
know.
the NFC South. We really appreciate
This
it.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed picking the Panthers to almost win it all.
almost win it all.
Almost win it all. Unfortunately, the Saints, beat them by a
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker there. But
I was really hoping you picked them close enough that we'd have to say they won by coin flip.
yeah,
Because
or just do the coin flip here.
after we do win loss, all the other ones are like margin of victory, and we're not fucking picking scores. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
logically, by our metrics, it would go immediately to the coin toss.
You could also go off of the group score too, because the Saints had 13, and I'm pretty sure the Panthers had less.
Oh yeah.
So that would be another way you could do it.
that
Yeah.
is a good point.
We generally actually don't really have a problem with that. We haven't had too many tiebreaker situations over the years for some reason.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly because we let the guest also pick the win, or the group. We put the group record also, so we're all competing against all those things. So that's why we can't have it be the tiebreaker in a way, because then you have something that's dependent on something else.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Oh
So-
well.
All right. Well, I think that's it.
NFC South. It's gonna be a dumpster fire.
AFC South next week. Also dumpster fire.
Also dumpster fire. Worst dumpster fire.
I think
More
we're gonna
fire.
I think we're gonna have to do NFC South team of the week this year.
NFC South team of the week.
I think because it's more dumpster. I think
It
it's
is
a lot
more
fun.
dumpster. Yeah.
Well, the last 2 years have been AFC South team of the week.
Yeah.
3? Are we approaching 3 full seasons?
We're about to come up on our beginning year 4, right?
Yeah, season 4 is coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, because we had Chiefs lose the Super Bowl year, Chiefs don't make the Super Bowl year, and Chiefs win the Super Bowl. So this is our 4th season coming up of Dahm. That's
fuck.
true.
Yeah, I guess we are on episode 154. This episode 154, right?
It's gonna be.
Hell yeah.
I think we're actually getting really close on, but like bad timing. Like I think our AFC West episode will be the third anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it won't be no. That's right. We do this every year, where I go, oh, episode 52 is the 1 year anniversary. No, episode 53 is.
Yes.
And so we're coming up. This will mark episode 154. So then we'll have 155 is AFC South. 156, which is 3 years because it's 52, 52, 52. But technically that won't be it. So
That'll be the season finale of season 3 of Dahm.
that'll be the
That's
season
true.
3 finale of Dahm. That's true.
That's fucking crazy, actually.
We had an interview today. We talked about that in the interview. We talked about the podcast about how
did?
we've been doing it for 3 weeks, for 3 straight years. Yeah.
In
Yeah,
your
this
job
guy
interview.
like listens to it. I was like, dang, that's crazy. Like he did his research.
I
listened
hope
to
he
the
didn't listen.
podcast.
I hope he didn't listen to Grub Butts.
I also hope he didn't listen. To Grubbuds. Grubbuds is a gross show with dumb jokes.
It's more crass than Dahm. That's true, is for sure.
Yes, and
It's not
honestly, I hope they listen to Two Fat Guys in a Dream because that's the least crass.
Yeah.
And it's the thing I'm like, I'm proud of what we do here. I'm proud that we've been doing this for 3 weeks,
Yeah.
3 years, 3 weeks, 3 years.
Sure.
But the weight loss aspect of Two Fat Guys in a Dream,
Oh, yeah, of course.
and doing it with my dad is like
Yeah, of course.
a little, I guess, proud of. It's more conventional to be proud of that.
Yeah, of course.
I'm proud that we've been doing this for 3 weeks and for 3 years straight without missing a week. And I told him.
Well, you haven't
and
been
we
doing
talked-
it for
and we
3
talked
weeks straight
about that.
without missing a week.
What?
You haven't been doing this for 3 weeks straight without missing a week. You kind of haven't been here.
Oh no, I've been here though. Shout out the NFC West episode, dude. Go listen to that.
Oh, no, don't listen to that.
The NFC West episode, it's just a fan. The
yeah.
whole episode, and it's us lightly talking. It's like you went to go take a nap.
You just got like a house fan like in front of like in the microphone or something.
Yeah, it was my computer. It was my laptop fan.
Because Truman was
Oh,
he was in
man.
Colby. He was in Colby, so...
Using not this
no,
mic.
yeah.
This mic probably would have cut out a fair amount of that noise, but I was using my other mic, which is just kind of a general table mic, and it was just not good. And so it's like you laid down for a nap, and in the other room we were talking about the NFC West.
Yeah, you could like... It's not listenable.
Yeah.
I listen to all
But
of
God
our...
damn it, we post it.
I listen to all of our episodes every week, and I was like, dude, Truman, I can't listen to this one, man.
We had a friend, our AFC North friend came on, and he said he started the episode like normal on his drive, and it's like a 45-minute drive, and he said he dropped his phone, so he couldn't get to his phone, and so he just tried to listen to the NFC West episode with just the
I thought he said that.
blaring.
I thought he said that he figured that he had dropped it and it had muted.
No, he said he listened to the whole, like he had to listen to it the whole drive because he couldn't get to his phone.
Shout out AFC North fan. It's Logan. So shout out to you, Logan.
Shout out. You also saw.
Also shout out our Patreon members.
I already did it.
We can do it again.
Oh, okay, we'll do it again.
Shout out to Dylan, to Meltbox, to
Now opening the eye
Joe, to Skylar and Aaron. Shout out to all y'all.
Yeah. Shout out everybody.
We didn't invite Aaron back this year for production because we didn't want to have him predict 2 ties again.
Yep. It's fair.
That's not actually true.
No. Adam, anything you want to shout out?
Go Chiefs. That's pretty much all I got.
That's what we think about that. So we just flush the toilet.
There's no way that
It's not going to be the Chiefs season this year. It's not flushed away. That's all I got to say. It's going to be there.
The Chiefs
gonna
are the best part about this
We
season
just look so bad in that.
is that
We're
you know
gonna linger.
who cares? It's the preseason, and it doesn't matter.
I know.
The Chiefs are going
I
to the
know
playoffs.
It doesn't matter.
That's all we need.
Yeah, yeah.
You just need the Chiefs to get to the playoffs for Patrick Mahomes to literally beat every team.
But last year in the
He'll go to the
preseason, me
championship.
and you realized that Patrick Mahomes is going to win MVP. I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
I remember last year he looked sharp. In that second game, you were like, "Oh my god."
okay. Well,
You're
guess
like,
what?
"This is a different Mahomes."
Okay, well,
He's
cool.
methodical.
It's
He's
not
surgical.
it's not the second game yet.
I mean, they didn't call their best plays.
No, it was a lot of run.
They were trying to show off CEH because honestly, I think they're trying to trade him.
Fucking.
That's actually a good point.
It's probably a tryout as well.
And then if they trade him, then our third running back is Deneric Prince, and we can take that fourth
Oh.
slot and make a wide receiver
gosh.
slot for
So-
Nico Remigio.
So Adam,
That's what I'm
somehow
saying.
we didn't mention this, but these particular preseason game pick'em segments are really narrative based. So we didn't tell you that you're totally allowed to push your own narrative. So DNP making the 3 spot, that can be your narrative this year.
That's gonna be my narrative. Yeah, I mean, along with Justin Ross and Nico Remigio making the roster.
Justin Ross has to make it. The hype is just too much.
Yeah.
That's true. It's
And he
very
scored a
true.
touchdown. He shouldn't have done that.
He's gonna do it again next week.
Please stop. Please. I can only get so erect. All right. Hey, guys, we appreciate everybody for being here. Again, I've been Truman the Steam Machine Steen. That's been Owen Domination or The Bomb Dom.
Kaboom.
Follow him over there. What? Twitter?
Yeah.
Owen Gosh Dom.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter. Okay.
Don't follow him on TikTok. He doesn't
I don't
like
post
it.
any TikToks.
He doesn't post TikToks because he...
Did Vincent leave his fucking letter?
Yeah. He did. So, there you go.
Great.
We appreciate everybody for being here. We appreciate you for hanging out. Go follow everybody on Twitter and all the things.
Yep.
All that stuff.